Hello, everybody. What's up? How's everyone doing? Yeah, welcome in. Ryan, what's up? Yeah, first, let's go. What's up, MBG? Noel, Sheik. How's everyone doing? Yeah, welcome. Great, nice. I'm doing good. Tired. Definitely tired. But yeah, it's fine. That's just, the usual. But yeah. I will try. Yeah. It's just really difficult, honestly. Because I have a hard time sleeping. I try and get to bed early, you know, but it's just, sitting in my bed forever trying to fall asleep, you know? So that's kind of part of the problem, right? And the other issue is that it's like, a lot of the times that's when I'm like doing stuff is late at night, right? So yeah, it kind of sucks. It's just a bad combo. So yeah, I'll try though. Yeah, insomnia does suck. It's not very fun. Oh my god, this track is loud. At least for me. Anyways, but yeah, your channel where like I trade out of sleep. I take a 15-minute nap on stream. Yeah. That'd be crazy. No. Man. But yeah, today we're going to be working on revising the Space Hub, and I will preface this with I've basically already done that. But I have a brand new layout for the Space Hub. I think it'll look pretty epic. So yeah. We're definitely getting there for this update. Hopefully we can kind of get it ready to go soon. I don't know. Yeah, just have to see. It'll probably be ready in February. Next month. There's not like a whole bunch else we have to do. We just kind of have to finalize fishing and the potion stuff, and I think we should be pretty much good to go, so. I feel like more tired than normal. I am pretty tired, but I can't skip a million streams, so we've just gotta go with it. But anyways, let me swap over to streaming. So this is the new Space Hub. It's not done. There's still a lot of stuff that we have to add, but it's getting there. So it's a new layout. It's much bigger and more impressive now, and it's kind of structured more like an actual mall. Before it was just like a plus, right? As many of you know, it wasn't very interesting. But now it's more like a mall where it's like there's these hallways that you go down and there's like rooms for each guy, right? So I think that just makes more sense layout wise. I've also worked a lot more on the tile set to make it look nicer. The floor tiles are new. I need to add more variations, but they're have like these big tiles that I'll scatter around, right? Like that. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of new things. This now is like a concrete texture. The walls are all new, so the walls have like two segments. So there's like a bottom bit and a top, and the middle also has these like lines, right? And I think that just makes it look way more interesting. There's a couple spots like here in the windows where I need to change it because it's weird. But that's what I have this one for, so I can just do that and now it looks good, right? But yeah, the pillars are new. I have to fix the floor tile. We still got these things, right? Like the little decoration panels. I do want to add a couple more of those and move those around. You got new windows. There's a new like floor tile. This looks kind of like a carpet or something, right? I think it looks okay. It reminds me of like a lobby carpet. There's this little info kiosk, which, well, doesn't say anything right now. It's sort of like an NPC in a way. It'll just show a message when you go here. It's like bowling alley carpet. It does, right? Doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, and then there's also like this spaceship hangar now. So there's a couple spaceships in here that I drew. It's kind of fun to draw spaceships. I don't know. They're cool. They're cool things to draw. But there's only 2. I would like 2 more. So that's probably what we'll work on today, and a lot of decoration stuff in here. I think what's really gonna sell the whole vibe of this is gonna be more of these, like, you know, these tables. We need to have like a little bit of like a food area up in the corner here or something. And just more of like these, like the crates. I want like way more of those decorations, right? So that's gonna be kind of the priority. And more plants. Like, I think these ones are fine, the little trays, but I would like a lot more, like bigger trays with like trees or something. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, I think it's going good. Yeah, can we steal them? Probably not yet. Maybe one day. I do want, ideally, I don't know if when we'll get around to it, but the players to be able to cause a ruckus on the station, right? So like, I want people to be able to come to the station and like kill people. And so yeah, the other part of this is going to be, there's actually going to be guys walking around. We're in the process of working on alien races that will be here shopping in the space hub. So they're just going to kind of walk around and be there, which I think is fun. So yeah, they aren't in yet. I'm still kind of waiting on Dylan for that. But yeah. Should be cool though. Yeah, space piracy. Just seen at a casino? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing okay. Tired. But yeah. Just making timeouts for my game. Tiled, mess them all up. Ah, yeah. Tiled maps are freaking hard. I'll be honest, guys. It's really difficult to get everything looking right. And tiling properly with each other, but once you do, though, it's good, though. Yeah, we still have to work on the exterior walls. Those are pretty, these are very boring out here, right? There's no detail. I do have these other random sprites, but they don't look good. Right? I mean, that looks like trash. Hold on, I wasn't selecting all of them. Right, that's stupid. That looks bad. So we need to redo it. But yeah. Hey, Math Snoop, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. How's it going? What were you up to today in your stream? Yeah, we're just looking at the Space Hub, about ready to work on some more stuff with it. I was gonna add these diagonal walls, but it's really difficult to do diagonal tile mapping stuff, so I kind of gave up on that, which is fine. I'm just gonna not do it anymore. It's too hard. It doesn't really, it's not necessary, so. Streaming Starground, hey, let's go. Thank you very much. What did you think? Any thoughts or feedback on stuff? Okay, let's save that. So yeah, this wall needs to be gray. Like that. This one needs to be a different color. This one will look kind of the same. I figured it would make sense though if it's more... I don't know, like has some bolts or something. It's gotta look more sturdy than the inside one. Yeah, I think that looks good for that. So yeah, we gotta work on these random wall variations because these just don't look good. So I think the plate is okay, honestly. I think if I do that and just kind of clean it up a little bit. I think that actually looks okay. It's just like a little patch. But the pipes and whatever this is just stupid. I think this was supposed to be a vent. But it doesn't look good, so let's redo it. Actually, what would look good, I think, is this. I've been streaming for the past 2 weeks and pretty good. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Always good to hear. Yeah, if you got any suggestions on stuff or any complaints, you're totally welcome to mention those. But yeah. I wonder what it would look like if I did this. What if we did... I don't know if that looks cool or not. It's kind of cool. Nah. Nah. Do that for that variation. This one is stupid. Maybe merging it into one pipe would look a little better or something. I don't know. We have to figure out what we want to do with that, but yeah. That octopus picture I sent as a suggestion for the octopus may or may not be my sub badge. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I would like to add that in. We'll probably get around to some more fishing stuff today. I did actually also draw a boot fish, by the way, Null. Where is it? Here it is. So, yeah. That will be in the game. Paradox, what's up? How do you do? Taking a break from VFX work by grinding Final Fantasy. Yeah, professions, watching streams. Nice, awesome. Yeah, it does look like a Mario pipe. I realized that, but I was just like, it's fine. It's just because of the color. It's just because it gets green. Maybe I'll change it to be brown or something. Yes, have good food, Noel. Far better I can do. I appreciate it. But yeah. Man, tiles like this are always super tricky, you know? Because it's like... trying to get it look right. To look right. I wonder what I can change on this to make it look better. I don't know. How would I make this look cool? This stuff is always so hard. I mean, we could do a pipe, I guess, but... is there a specific word for wishing someone have a good time eating? I mean, what, like, waiters will always say and stuff is just enjoy. That's the only one I've pretty much heard. Yeah, there's, like, chow down and stuff, but that's definitely more informal. Right? I feel like that's what you'd say in, like, a joking tone. Right? I don't know. This just looks so bad. Okay, I don't think this is the route. No pipe. It's too much. Welcome in. Let's see. Starground does the same thing my brand is Subnautica does, so that's good. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully this next update will be really fun with all the fishing and stuff. Call me on my shooter fighting if I wanted. Yeah, right? That's always been kind of my goal, is just like, let the people do what they want. Right? Like, don't make fighting a hard requirement. Yeah, hopefully I can add more artifacts and stuff in. That would be fun. I think for fishing, it would be nice to have fishing artifacts, so... guess enjoy your food is what makes the most sense. I guess so, yeah. I can't really think of any others. So, that's what we're left with. Man, I'm trying to think of what I could do for another tile here, but it's hard, right? I'm not really sure. I feel like just one more would be fine. Just like a random tile that can spawn on here. I could just do like a plate kind of thing where it's like... let's do a little bit of a darker color. That didn't get darker, I did the wrong color. Like this and like a diagonal or something. But I don't know. I feel like that looks stupid. Because what do they call that? It's like the exterior of spaceships is always just like random lines and stuff, right? What is that? Spaceship. There's like a word for it. Spaceship hull texture. What is that called again? It's like a word for just all the bits and bobs on the outside of a spaceship. Like it's not like real stuff. It's like it's got a name. I don't know why I can't think of it. What's it called? Yeah, not exactly a circuit board texture, but it is like that, right? It's like it has a industry name for like what that is on the exterior in like modeling and stuff. I can't remember the name. It's like a funny name. It's like I don't know. Kind of like gizmos, right? But it's not gizmos. It's like I can't remember. Term for spaceship hull texture. Greeble. That's what I'm thinking of. See, it's like a weird weird word. But greeble is just like the just random junk on the outside, right? That makes it have some texture like this. This is greeble. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, like sci-fi greeble, right? Like this is what the greeble is. Just a bunch of random, like they aren't like real things, but they're just shapes, right? Like some weird lines and vents and whatnot, right? A weird curvy thing. Like it's weird. It's like those the early AI generated images where you can't identify anything in the photo, but they are like things. It's like I can't look at any of this and be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I have no idea what this stuff is. Sounds like a name Gamedev. It does, right? But it's funny. It's just, yeah, greeble. But this is sort of what I'm thinking, right, for the exterior of the spaceship. Probably not this insane, because I think that would just be way too textured. But at least just like the lines, you know, like random panel patterns, I think would be good. I don't know what the heck this is. The bogues, the quiff, and the dunth. What is this? Some systemat. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do. It's like this stuff, right? It's really hard to do greeble and have it tile, though. That's the issue, right? Unless you did like a big greeble, like this, where it's just a big panel of it. Because then you can go in and like... I would like to do greeble like this, right? I mean, maybe we could figure out a way to make a tile or something, or just do a really big one. That could work technically, I think, if I did a big greeble. I'd have to rearrange these tiles. It's gonna break everything, but that's okay. If we could do a 3x3 greeble, I feel like that would be absolutely fine, you know? So let's move some stuff around. Let's move that up there. And... yeah, let's just make this a 3x3 greeble. I believe so. Why can't I... oh. So that'll be our greeble. If I consider drain tiles, yeah, like a vent kind of thing, is what you mean. I did do it. It looks okay, but it's not exactly what I'm wanting, though. I just want it to be more like this. It's hard, though. The name Greeble is just too funny. It is a funny word. Greeble. Yeah. I think that, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think I heard that it's like a thing that was made up with Star Wars, but I don't know. Oh, for floor tiles, what you mean? Yeah, there are the drain tiles for the floors, like these. But I do want to add more variations to that. Okay, so Greeble. Let's draw some Greeble. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it look like this. We'll try. Out of curiosity, I wonder if we just... Well, this doesn't tile, though, which is kind of the issue. Right, because it's not going to line up with anything. But let's just see what it would look like if we, like, put this in here. Just out of sheer curiosity. Right. How would this look like if it got tiled? Now, the problem, yeah, is that it's just going to look like a pixelated mess down at this scale, right? So that doesn't look very good. But like that, if we cleaned it up and quantized it, like let's try that. Go to color, quantize, bring that down to... See, it just looks really bad. Just looks like a mess. This is the issue with Greeble, like online Greeble, is that it's just too much stuff going on. So we have to make our own Greeble. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we just do the lines. I feel like that might be way easier than trying to do all the, like, bits. Because the lines will work, and then maybe some of these tiles will also be paired with, like, protrusions, the Greeble. So... For that, have a smaller portion. Yeah, I could do a smaller bit, and then it wouldn't be as detailed, but I don't know. Let's see what we can do with just like these square tiles, right? God, you know, I've honestly done Greeble in the past. There's this little game called Pogo Rocket. Where would that folder be? I want to look at what I did for that Greeble, because that might actually be pretty applicable. Let me go find it. Because I did a lot of Greeble for that. So I need to find the Pogo Rocket folder. Where is that? Here it is. So, the tiles. Let's see here. Because I can reuse my own assets. Right? And that way I can just say, oh, it's just a funny reference, guys. Where is it? I'm trying to look for it. Here it is. So this is the Greeble that I've done before for Pogo Rocket, right? And this Greeble actually works really well. So honestly, yeah. So you can plagiarize yourself? In what way? Yeah, let's merge all these layers. Oh, is that like the second pipe I did? Was that the first pipe? I can't remember. I won't use the pipe one though. Yeah, these are all the ones that I, you know, this is all modeled out. I actually didn't model these tiles. These were drawn by hand. This is technically pixel art, but when you zoom out, it doesn't really look like it. So illegal to plagiarize yourself? I think it depends on the context. You can't plagiarize if, like, a company owns your stuff or whatever. Yeah, official papers. There's like some circumstances and weird circumstances where you can't really do that, but I think for this kind of thing, it doesn't mean anything. I do like this tile. I think I'll just take it. All right, this is a good set of tiles. Let's shrink them down, 16 by 16. A little more. Oh. Oh. Only problem is that it completely destroys the tiles, so I gotta redo this. Yeah, I'm just gonna redraw these tiles. We'll just have it open on the side as reference. Well, I'll just do this. So let's shrinkify. 16 by 16. I just want to see what this would look like, because I think this would work pretty well for what we're trying to do. So it has those lines. Has two that come down from the main. And then line in the center. And another one on the bottom. Like that. I won't make the dark spots. Alright, this wacky guy, I like this guy. I wonder how I freaking figured out the tiling on this. Actually, it kind of makes sense. There's just two lines. So there's this one and that one, and then these bottom ones. So as long as those match up, then you can do whatever shape you want in between. So I guess that's how I did it. But this is honestly a very nice tiling texture, so it'd be a shame if I didn't use it. Let's see, that's got to go down to there, right? Let me make sure this is right. 9, 7. No. So like that. That one's actually just a line. Don't know what's up with this one. How that one tiles. Figure it out though. And those two lines again. Okay. How does that tile? Because this one will be cut off on the edge. Unless the other one was higher up. I guess it's fine because those don't go there. Yeah, it'll just be like a separate panel. Okay, that makes sense. I believe I miscalculated? No, I think we're good. Bro. This one's a wacky guy. It's pretty basic. It's just... Now for the middle one. I guess I'll have the middle line be offset. Let's go 3 like that. Okay. This will be some interesting greeble. It might be a little too dense, honestly, so we'll maybe change it a little bit, or maybe make these tiles bigger. We'll see. You can plagiarize yourself, which is called self-plagiarism. It's when you reuse your own work without giving credit, passing it off as new. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it makes sense in that case. It's probably more of an academic concern than like a normal concern, right? Like I feel like this doesn't matter because I own the copyrights. I can do whatever I want. But yeah. I could see that though, because like especially if you're not citing yourself, then it's like, well, you're not including all your sources, right? So but yeah. This one's just the same as that tile. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay, we got one more, guys. It's better look freaking awesome when we're done. No. Okay. So this one will have... It's interesting because... No, it'll work. These always look like they're not going to tile, but then I'm like... I'd look at it closer and I'm like... Actually, it'll be completely fine. And we'll anti-alias all this stuff and make it look nice, you know? Alright, that's freaking it. So let's move these over, and we'll change the color on these. These are way too dark. Yeah, it's not about copyright or anything like that. At most, you're going to get a letter from academic game dev organization. Yeah. I don't gotta worry about nothing. Wait, what? Did I duplicate the same tile? I did. It's like, oh. Alright. Okay. Greeble. My name is Greeble. Greeble is a funny name, for being honest here. Also, I feel like for this one, this needs to be changed. Like that or something. That's not a bad set of Greeble, if I do say so. I may add more Greeble in here. I'm not sure yet. Let's see if we can move this one back to where it was. I think it was there. I hope. Let's go check what it was. Okay, that one was offset.
Hey Chip, are you familiar with the Monty Hall problem?
Whoa.
It goes like this: suppose you're on a game show, and you're given the choice of 3 doors. Behind one door is a car, behind the others, goats. You pick a door, say number 1, and the host, who knows what's behind the doors, opens another door, say number 3, which has a goat. He then says to you, do you want to pick door no 2? Is it to your advantage to switch your choice? From Wikipedia.
It is. Yeah. It's a good idea to switch because then your odds become 1 and 2 instead of 1 and 3. So, you would want to switch, yeah. Oh yeah, 2 out of 3, right? Because the other one was proven. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to switch. Yeah. All right, we got the new things. Also, you, what's up? Or sorry, Vince. All right, how's it going? I'll explain it. Okay. Let's explain it. So let's say you have 3 doors. Boom, boom, boom. So this door gets opened. So you pick, this is a 1 out of 3 chance right now. But you open this door and you realize it was like not the one you wanted, right? Which means that picking, that's what it was, right? Let's see. Yeah, the others are goats. So you know that one of these is a car, right? Which means if you change from your original choice, then you're increasing the chance that you picked the one that is not the goat. It's kind of difficult to explain, I feel like, but it does check out. Yeah. I believe. Why is my Greeble not updating? Come on. Godot. What are you doing? Okay. Anyways, now we can grab our Greeble. If it would let me do it. What's happening? Oh. And we can not do scattering, but do this. Oh, there has to be some scattering, I guess. Maybe just set the scattering to 0. Yeah. Look at this Greeble, guys. Look at all this Greebly guys. I think it looks okay. We have to add it everywhere first and get a general idea. But I think it looks fine. It's not perfect. I think some of the tiles I'll probably change. Right? But it's okay. Like this one with like that, I think it looked better if it was following the line. So what I would do for that is instead of the hard line on the side, I would shift this stuff over like that. And then bring it up and then continue the line right there. Just so that it's more connected. So let's see how that changes the look. So like this one should look a little more connected right here. Come on. Yeah. Looks fine though. I think it could maybe work. I don't know. So they have to leave now to go take drugs. Yeah. Alright, sounds good, MBG. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, have a good rest of your night. Let's see. This has to be black. Alright. Scribble may work. What I could always do for the Greeble also is, perhaps fade out the bits. So like on any of these given tiles where it goes into one thing, I fade it. Just so that it's, when it's standalone, it doesn't look as odd. Right, so when it's like that, you'll see what I mean. And just like all these bits like that will be faded. And then same with this one, it'll be those bits. This one will be boom, 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 boom. 5 big booms. Those ones. Like that. That might look a little better. Let's see. Wait for it to update. Sorry, I missed some messages here. Did you know that in Hungary you can legally work at 15, but only in the summer, and at 16 you can work anytime you're not obligated to study? Interesting. Weird. You can make around 7 FT per hour, translate around 17 to 18 per hour. That's not bad. Oh, as an actor or actress. You have to do unboxing videos or cooking videos and stuff, yeah. I wish I could make that much money doing game dev. Sadly, I don't. Did I save it? I did. This Godot takes a long time to update, like, the tiles in here. Or the image when I resave it. Come on, Godot. Come on. I don't know why it does that. Okay, I'll resave it and then go in. Come on. Just do it, please. Please, just for me. Please, do it. Do it, Godot. There we go. Finally. That looks okay. I think if I spiced in some more regular open tiles, it might be good. I don't think it's doing anything. Weird. Am I doing something wrong? Huh? Wait, what layer did I do this on? Oh, I'm stupid. Time to delete all of them. Alright. Here, let's just replace all these first so we don't get a weird bias at the bottom for these tiles. Okay. So, then we're just going to grab these 4, set scattering to like 10 or something, and just go along and do it. Maybe even a little higher. 8. 8 is probably okay. I think it looks kind of fine. Okay, but like that doesn't. A little higher. 6. Go around, scatter the greeble. Okay. I think this seems fine. It almost looks like Korean letters, you know what I mean? Kind of funny. I think it's okay. We just need like some sort of bit of decoration, I feel like, right? On the exterior, so it's not just plain empty wall. So I think this will work okay. It's not perfect, but I'll never get it perfect anyways. Let's figure out the door situation here. That'll just be like a big, scary airlock kind of thing. Regarding the oil rig, how do I get conveyors to it? Yeah, so to get conveyors to the oil rig, all you need to do is keep it next to the shore. So like if this is the shore or whatever, have your oil rig as close as you can to the shore. And then you can use a long range mover. And that will get the job done. Because it'll be able to grab from further away, right? So that is what I recommend. Maybe eventually one day I'll add like movers and conveyors that can go in the water, but I'm not sure how I would want to do that yet. So, and I'm not going to add any other plans in that I don't think are a good idea yet, so. Thanks, no problem. Okay, airlock kind of door. Spaceship airlock. I was kind of thinking of doing the method of like how No Man's Sky does it, where the airlock is, because this has to just be an open thing. So what they do in No Man's Sky, there's like this blue force field kind of thing, right? Where like it keeps the air in, but lets the spaceships go through. No Man's Sky airlock. Like I'll show you. But yeah, trust me, guys. You know what I'm saying. Let's look up No Man's Sky space station. Let's try to find a good example. It's kind of like this. There's like a thing here. There's like a blue force field, right? So that's probably what I'll do. Just because I need like a way to explain why. I don't know, or maybe there's just no air. I'm not sure. Maybe the space station is a vacuum, but then how would plants live there, right? So I don't know. Unless they're just artificial. That would make sense, actually. But now there's like this portal thing. You can kind of see it in this screenshot. Not a portal, force field like this, right? So I'll probably do something like that. But yeah, for the actual exterior, we'll do probably like a diagonal thing. So I'm thinking, let's grab our colors. We're gonna need a 3x3. So 48 by 48. Now I have to stay out of that one. I'm gonna make sure this lines up. What? That doesn't line up at all. Where's the edge of this one? Hold on, let's see. 18 by 16, I could 2 more to the left. Boom. Right there. Sorry, I keep missing messages over on YouTube. It's really good if we look at minimum wage. It's $4 an hour. Oh yeah, that's definitely very good then. Yeah. It's not bad at all. So we're gonna do sort of like what we did over here, but for a door now. What kind of airlock looks cool? We usually have like warning pattern, but we already have that over here, so we can do that. All right, so let's just draw away. Let's see. So that'll be the exterior. So this will be the center one. I'm just gonna change the color so I know. Bada boom. All right. So this will be a big, thick door. Something like this. 10 wide. 10 wide. Then we got the diagonals. Boom, bada boom. Done. Well, we're not really done. There's more I gotta do. But not too far off. Like that, and then we're gonna have a shadow underneath. Right. Now, let's see. I have to do that. So, tiles. So, for the inside, I probably want to do... I don't know what I want to do for that. I kind of want like a corner tile here, but with this, it's a little tricky. I may have to expand this and have another 3x3 for the inside. Yeah, that may be necessary here. Unless I try and do it... I could do it at the corners if I move these back, actually. I could do that. I just have to leave enough room. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. This will work wonders. Let's see, leave that. Okay, anyways, what I'm doing with this is that now I can modify this inner corner shape without having to have a whole nother set of tiles. Because I want this to be a little curved like this, right? So that is what we will do. That's kind of freaking awesome a little bit, like that shape. Looks like a saw blade. Maybe I'll actually keep something kind of like that. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I wanted like another ridge in here. So like, right, kind of like that. And maybe we even have like an indent thing here. Like that. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So then that would go down here. Sort of like that. I think that's symmetrical. It's hard to tell, though. Actually, no, it's not symmetrical. The dark one's fine, but this one is not, so we just have to do that. So just like that. Then honestly, I'll just take this corner tile and flip it around and stuff. But let's figure out what we want to do here on the edges. I do kind of like this little gap look. I mean, maybe we even do like that. I don't know. Right? I don't know if the gap will work. I could curve the gap. Maybe that would look okay. Let's see, do we have an in-between color here? I know we do somewhere in here. Right there, that's a bright in-between. We need the dark in-between. Oh, right there. Never mind, that's not it. It's this one, I think. There we go. Let's see, do those two. Boom. Oh, wait, it was actually fine before. That. Sort of just a little bit of a bump instead of it being this massive divot, right? I think it looks kind of cool. Oops. Sorry, I keep missing all your messages, you. It's just weird. Well, I have to do the YouTube chat. What do people think about Hungary in America? I don't know. I mean, when I think of Hungary, I don't think of anything in particular. Not anything bad. Just that it's a place. I always just think of the word hungry. You know? Like I'm hungry. I am hungry right now. But that's about it. I don't know. Where's the gamer den? It does, doesn't it? Crazy. Yeah. What's going on, Ace? Yeah, I need to figure out dinner. Yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of starving myself recently. It does work for losing weight, but it's kind of sucks though. Because I'm hungry. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay, we're getting there. Now, I believe I can just copy this whole section and just move it down and do a little bit of the 1, 2. Bam. Change these to be black for the shadows. Probably, let's see. Oh yeah, this has to be in darkness. Oh yeah, then I guess these have shadows too. Okay, we're almost there. Actually, let's see. Like that. Boom. It's not bad. Okay. So that's not good for you at all. I mean, it's easy to say that, but it's not good to be overweight either, so I don't know. It works for me. It's not really exactly completely starving myself. I still eat dinner, but it's just, it's like fasting, right? It's the only thing I've been able to do that like actually makes a difference. So I think it is necessary. So how would I want the edge of this to look like? This is gonna be like the force field bit. I'm thinking something like this. So that's the edges, and then in the center, where is the center? It's like right here. So this needs to be a tiling texture. Or we'll do something like this, I think. We'll see what that looks like. I don't know if it'll look good or not. Let's actually just paste it around and see. That looks fine to me. Okay. And then, honestly, the edges then can just kind of be whatever. Because they don't necessarily have to mesh with the center. That looks fine. Yeah. Then maybe on the side I'll do the, this thing. So that'll be right here. And I'll just do a strip down the center, like right here. Yeah, the hazard. It's tricky when it's at a angle like this. I guess what I could do is just grab a cross section of this, basically. Like that. Yeah, that actually works. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then just take this and flip it around town. All right, this may work. Let's try it out and see. It'll be these 9 tiles. Okay. Sleep what I want, but I cut my portions to 1/3 what I used to eat. That way there's no scarcity mindset that caused me to gain back more weight. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try and be balancing it more once I get down to more of an ideal weight, right? Oh, I screwed up the top. I gotta fix it. Yeah, it's just I can't, I mean, I've definitely done that a lot in the past, you know, but it's just too easy for me to rebound. So. Okay, yeah, this should be fine now. Corners. Sides. Bam, look at this freaking door, guys. Look at this door. Looks okay. I don't like the force field. I think it's stupid and bad. Let's change it. Maybe just a solid color? Maybe? I don't know, let's see. Never heard that before? Yeah. I gotta go by. Sounds good to you. Thanks for popping in. I think it looks okay like that. Maybe. I don't know. I need to kind of see it in game, I feel like. But yeah. Door looks good, though. I like the sprite. Alright, let's finish the exterior up with our greeble. I hope you guys learn epic words like greeble on the Big Boy Games channel. Okay, we got our greeble. That's good. That was like a big part of this I needed to get done. Alright, honestly, the exterior I think is looking pretty good. There's more I could add, like I was thinking about doing little antennas that stick out and stuff from the bottom, but I think this is fine for the most part. It would be cool if this was actually a shader, right? Instead of being like that. Maybe we could do that if we find one really quick on Godot shaders. But yeah. So we have an ad starting in 1 moment. I apologize. Let's just look up like force field. I just want some like warbling. Okay, that doesn't work. Barrier. A hex shader would be really cool, actually, like this. Now, is this for a spatial shader? It is. But I wonder if I could change this, because it has world vertexes and stuff. That's the issue. Hex barrier. Let's look up that. Hex. See what they have. Like a hexagon grid kind of thing would work, and then we just tint it. Super hex? That would actually look fine, and then just make it blue. Or this one, hexagon pattern. Honestly, yeah. This might be the one to use. Let's see what it will look like in game. Let's add a color rect. Let's add the material. Shader material. New shader. This will be hexagon. I'll just call it force field. Oops. Clear that. Let's make a new shader. Not a canvas item. I want it to just be a... Or no, a canvas item, but not that. Just a regular shader. And don't call it that. Force field. Okay, let's try this. So if I add this in and just make it not spatial and say canvas item, hopefully that'll work. This can't be hint color now. That has to be source color. Expression alpha. What would that be? I think it's got to be color.a or something. Or it's color all caps, I think. And then that's just color.rgb. I don't know if that's actually going to work. Well, shoot, it worked. Check it out. Awesome. Yeah, if you know how to kind of like fix the shader errors, it's actually super awesome what you can get, right? You can change the radius, scale of the whole thing, I guess. The power of it, so you can have like a low power or a high power. Hide incomplete. That's actually really nice. That's super cool. Now I can hide the ones that are not a part of it. So it doesn't stretch with the scale of the sprite, which is not ideal. Could probably change it so it does that, but that's fine. I can just modify the size. I wonder actually how I will do that, because I do need to stretch it, right, to make it look right down here. Let's go place it on here. See if we can cook up over here. Because yeah, it will have to stretch, so we might have to modify it to support that. How are we gonna do that though? So it's gonna be in the fragment shader probably. Let's see. It's gonna be similar to how we did the water shader. Wherever that is, water shader. Is this the one I did? Yeah. So coordinates were, yeah, adjusting for the screen UV. So is this a vertex shader or fragment shader? It's a fragment shader. So I think we can just add in here like plus screen something, screen UV. Let me figure this out. Water shader. I say vertice plus screen UV. So we already have vertice, that's just in the vertex shader. Adding does not seem to fix that. It kind of weirdly does in a way, but it doesn't. Shaders are set to UV, which is -1 to 1, which are top and bottom. Yeah. I mean, I could just make the UV... Oh yeah, this comment that way. Vec to UV is equal to screen UV, which is one option. Why is it complaining? Oh. But that doesn't really work, because obviously it's way too big, right? And now I can't modify the scale. Or I can say times scale. So, I mean, that gives the chowder effect, right? Which is really easy to create. It's kind of cool, actually, in a way, I feel like. Okay, what I really need to do is not multiply it by that. I need to multiply the UV by the actual scale of the node. But I guess the issue is, how do I do that? I think I can do, like, tile. What is that? Render mode, unshaded. How do I tile the textures? I forget. Or, well, it's not a texture. I guess that's the issue, right? Yeah, I suck with, shaders, man. I'm just trying to understand, like, how this one works, right? Because, yeah, the thing is I have repeat enable on the noise textures, but this isn't a noise texture. So it doesn't really work. I don't know how I could repeat it. I mean, it fixes any zooming stuff. I don't think that's the issue here. So honestly, just keep it like this. How can I do that? I mean, I could have a variable in this node, and that would, like, set it to, you know, the stuff over here. So that's not really what I want to do. Offset doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. Or no, offset, yeah. The offset is just how close they are. Yeah, I mean, that's what I could do, right? Just have a script inside, then I multiply the scale of this by the scale of the node. I really do wish there was a better way to do that inside of shaders. Because that's something I've always kind of been missing, I feel like, the shader stuff. Is there's no way to know the scale of the object that the shader's on, as far as I know. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, let's do force field. So what I can just say is function ready. I can say material.set shader parameter. Can't auto-complete it though. Godot set shader param. I don't know why that function is not visible. They must have not typed it or something. Because it is a real function. It's just stupid. So then I'm just gonna say scale correction. And that'll just be scale. Actually, these are going to be lowercase. All right. Hide underscore incomplete. Let's do that then. Anyways, back into the shader. Let's go up to the top. So all the uniforms. I don't know if it needs to be uniform. I think it just needs to be varying float scale correction. Just like that. By default, it'll be a vector or vec 11. Why is it screaming at me? I have the thing there. If I get rid of it, it doesn't. Excuse me? I'm learning about them for the last few days, because when I said something like that, yeah. Maybe there is. I would love to know if there is a variable for that kind of thing, right? Why is this not good? Varying. Is it because it's a varying... Oh, it's not. It's gotta be a vec2. See, the error messages on this are so unhelpful. It still doesn't work, though. Is it because needs to be floats? Dude, so cool. Or did I just literally do that? Well, if it's a parameter, it's got to be a uniform then, I guess, right? Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's make this a tool script at tool. And hopefully this will work now. So if I go back into here, I have to close out of it and then go into it again. Oh god. Able to post a link? Yeah, feel free to. Shouldn't be any banning or anything with that. Okay, cool. Well, this is gonna crash. That's awesome. Gotta love it. I love it so much every time. That's so cool. Hurry up, Godot. Do your thing. I'll hold on to a sliver of hope that it doesn't crash, but I'm sure it will. God dang it, dude. Yeah, if anyone has ever got cool links or something, anything relevant to what we're talking about, you're totally welcome to always send those in chat. I don't ban links just because there's so many links that are actually good links. I don't have enough people in chat for malicious links to actually be a problem, right? And if there is a link that's bad, then I'll just, you know, block it from the chat. Godot. Let's check this out. Okay. That's getting the on-off thing. If it's greater than 0.5, I guess I can... Typically don't have the audio on this stuff, but...
Then we can say... Alright, well, that means we clicked it, right? And that means...
So this is just doing a shader. Yeah, it's setting the shader parameter for on-off.
You're gonna see that if we jump on
So whenever you click it, it'll change the shader. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically exactly sort of the same idea of what we just did, right? I'm grabbing the value of the scale of the object and then injecting that into the shader script. So... But yeah, I just wish that you could do that kind of thing, like, somehow in the shader code, but, like, not with a parameter, right? Like, I wish what I could do for this is, like, say, just directly access variables in the parent object, right? Just say, like, parent dot and then access the data, right? It would just be so much better for these kinds of shaders. Or literally, if it's not that, then just a variable that kind of remembers the scale of the object. I mean, that would be awesome. That's the only little bit I wish there was there, you know, but it's fine though. Okay, let's try this again. Anyways, what I have to do is say down in here, multiply the UV times scale and times scale correction. So hopefully that'll fix it. It freaking lets me save, dude. Okay, let's close all the other tabs here. Close the Space Hub, and then let's reopen the Space Hub. Didn't work for some reason. But scale correction should be set. Let me try moving this into process just to see if it changes anything. It doesn't seem to be working, which I find odd, because it should be doing this, right? Because that's what we want it to look like. It's not working, though. It's not actually setting scale correction. It probably would work in game, honestly. Unless I'm just naming the variable wrong. But, I mean, no. It's scale underscore correction. I'm not getting any errors, so I know that it's, like, doing what it's supposed to. Right. Unless I just need to reopen it again for some reason. No, it's just not working. In here, at least, in the editor. I don't know why. But to kind of simulate it, we would just grab the X scale of this. Oh, this is actually with size. That's why it's not working. Odd. So that's the other thing too, right? Is like size doesn't work either. But we can change it to be that. So all I'm going to say then is just scale correction is actually going to be size. How do we do this? How can I equalize it to 1, right? Let's think here. If we take our y, let's say we're 200 divided by 200, that'll be 1. But let's say our x is 300 divided by 200, then that's 1.5 times bigger than our y. So then we can say, let's make a new vector. So this will be vector, or, you know, var sizing is vector 2. Size.x divided by size.y. And then I'll just pass in sizing. It's not a perfect solution, but I mean, it works for this specific case. Okay, and then we have to reopen the space hub scene. There we go. So now it'll automatically scale. So that works. I don't think they have their own UVs. Yeah, it's just like kind of mapped to the whole thing. But this works. I mean, it's, yeah, we're fine. So one thing I wanted to do now with that is we don't actually have to make the tiles here underneath the force field. I think it would look cool if it was the regular floor tiles, but it had like a force field thing overlaid on top. Right? If that makes sense. Also think this may be a little bit too low. Move it up a tiny bit. And same with this one. I have to get it positioned right. Right there. Let's check over here. It's not positioned right there. All right. So now we can just kind of modify this until it looks right. So for radius, I would say we want to be a little bigger, like that. Offset, I don't want it to be too big. Definitely a tiny offset like that. And then we can also modify color, which I would like to do so that it actually matches with our like in-game colors. So let's do that. Add that. Now that's a little too dark. Let's do the brighter one, this one. I think that looks nice. Now for the power stuff, that's basically how full it is, right? So like we could do something like that probably. I think we could also modify the alpha. Okay, no, it doesn't let me, so that doesn't work. So radius, right, we were already messing with that. Offset, we did that one. Yeah, I do kind of wish I could modify like how it fills in the hexagon. Honestly, there might be a better way to do a material like this if we did a Voronoi texture. Only issue though is that they would be completely connected to each other. I don't think I can do Voronoi with gaps, but maybe you can, right? Honestly, just out of curiosity, I want to try. So it's sampler 2D, vec for texture. Then it's like, let's just try that. Samplers are not allowed. Oh. Uniform sampler 2D texture. So I just want to see what we can get with a Voronoi texture if we engineer it right. So we just do a new noise texture. We're going to select new fast noise. So what we want to do is change the type to cellular, I think. And then we just kind of want to lower everything down. See, we get like that. Turn off the jitter. So that gives us a grid, which isn't really what we want. Right. But there's different modes. Manhattan. So you can kind of see a little bit of a Voronoi texture there. Yeah, I don't know if we'll actually be able to get a hexagon shape, though, from this, right? You can definitely get some really interesting shapes, but none of it's going to be quite like a hexagon. I mean, like, that's a pretty cool shape, right? It's wacky. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look more into that and see if we could do a noise for this, because it would just be way better if we did that. Or honestly, if we just do a frickin' sprite instead. That's definitely a possibility also. That would actually be really easy if we did a sprite. Probably should have done that, but I kind of like the control you have with shader stuff, right? One thing we could do just to make it look more pixely is if down in the fragment shader we clamp the color. So I think there's a clamp function in here. Yeah. So we can say, right, like color.a is clamp f. Or we just say clamp in this case. Color.a, we clamp it from 0 to 1 or something. Or it's not that, we like snap it. I have to remember how to do snapping in here. Godot shader snap color. I don't remember if there is a... Or you would do rounding. That's what it is. Right, so this is sort of the effect you get. But obviously I don't want to round it that much. I want to do like rounding with a float, right? I don't know if I can do that. Yeah. Let me look up GLSL round to float. Because this one is rounding to the nearest integer, but that's not what I want. Round to even. I don't know. Snap float to decimal. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, I don't know if we'll find anything in here. Let's render decimal. I don't know how we would do it, right? Float. I mean, let me know if you guys think of any ideas on how to do this. GLSL float precision or something. Let me see if I can find any documentation. I mean, I can do like an array of snapping values, and that's kind of what I did with the water effect in the game. I mean, and it works okay, but it's not really what I want to do, right? I just wish there was a way to snap those values. Like GLSL snapped function. Yeah, I mean, I could just do all that stuff, right? And multiply, and it's not ideal, but yeah, could do that. I guess what I could do is just divide it by a sufficient number. Let's see, how could I do that? How can we lose precision? Right. Because, okay, let's say we have 0.5. I could round it. That's just going to go up to 1. So that doesn't help. Now, let's say we have point, like, something with a lot of decimals, right? How can we get rid of the decimals? We could multiply it, right? So here's what we could do. Convert it into an integer or something. Or multiply it by 10, right? Hear me out. Then that gives us 5 point all that stuff. Then we say round that, and then we cast it back. That could work. It's kind of stupid. So I'm gonna say float, or really int snapped is gonna be color dot a times 10. And then say divided by 10 again, right? I'll just call this new value. So we're going to round this value. That times 10. And then we're going to divide it by 10 again. And dividing it back down should work. And then make this a float. Float and int. I'll just cast this back into a float then. What do you mean? Oh. Yeah, there's a really stupid way to do this, but technically it'll work, I think. And then we just say color A is new value. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so I mean, it does work. You can see it's like snapping now with the alpha, but it's not enough, right? I want it to snap more. So how can we do that? If we multiply it by a smaller value, do we want to do a larger or smaller value? Because we have 0.5 and we say times 5. Then we get 2.5. And then we round it. That'll go to 3 divided by 5, which is 0.6. So that would work. We just do a smaller value. So times 5 would then be half the precision. Yeah, I think we just freaking figured it out. So then the lower value that we do, the fewer colors we have. I see. See, because now we get this kind of nice, like, more stylized gradient instead of it just being like a smooth thing, which I think looks much better. And if I don't like that, I could actually say floor, because I don't like the little white dot in the center. And floor will keep it equal, I believe. Actually, I don't want floor. I think I want ceiling for this. Yeah. That looks okay, I think. And this is where modifying power will kind of matter more now, because I can change the radius of the center. That looks pretty good, though. I actually kind of like that. It just looks a little more, I don't know, fits in with the style of the game better. Also, we have ads. I apologize. All right. Cool stuff. I think that looks fine, so we're gonna be done with that. Let's go back through a tile set and make sure the physics shapes are all good. So back in tile set, we're gonna paint our physics layer 0. All those should be physics shapes. Those are all good. Those are good. These should be... Alright. Cool. Well, we're definitely getting there. We've got most of the little nitty-gritty details worked out, right? With, like, the exterior walls and stuff. So that's good. So yeah, now we just have to figure out some other stuff here. I gotta fix these floor tiles on that. Also, I noticed on the edges of all these tiles it's broken too, so we have to fix that as well. Let's go up here and grab this. Okay, ad is over, my apologies. It's this one right here. So let's do that. Do I want that there? No, like that. And it's the same problem with all these ones. They're wrong, so let's fix it. Just something I kind of noticed. Excuse me. Okay. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hate having to select weird shapes. Let's just do this. Oops, not on that layer, though. Wham, bwam, bwam. Bwam. Oops. Connect them up. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. And then all we have to do is just say cut from this, and now we have our tiles and we compress down and we're good. Alright, back to normal. Okay. We're getting there. So I think that's looking pretty good, honestly, for just like the tiles. I think they work. The exterior is all set up with our door and everything. And honestly, that's all we can ask for. I think next is just going to be just kind of the decoration stuff, right? Of like adding plants around and all that business. Now, actually, one thing I did want to do is like a water pool in here, right? And it would be the same water shader we used for the world over in Viridian Land. So I can actually just grab this color, right? There's actually like 3 colors here. It's weird. So we have water base and then water. Right, it's because water is semi-transparent, so we need both. But I'll just copy those and bring them over into the space hub. And just add them in here. Paste. And obviously not that big. Yeah, we'll figure out the sizing for this. Let's hide them for now. But the whole idea is I want like a water pool in the center of this area. Or at least in a specific region. We could probably have it like... I don't know. I don't know where. I was thinking just straight in the center of this area. So that's probably what I'll do. Let's see here. Yes, we'll just delete this stuff in the center. Now, I don't want it to be like that big. Because I don't want it to take up this whole room, right? But I was thinking something like a little bigger, like that would be good. Now the issue, of course, is that we don't have like tiles for the edges of the fountain, so we have to do that. I mean, we have these ones, but these aren't real. I don't know if that's the final shape I want to do. I think it'd be cool if it had diagonals, but diagonals are very tricky, not gonna lie. They take a lot of tiles to do. Not that, like, tiled space is a limited commodity, but I just want to make a million tiles. I don't know. Try and figure this out. I'm gonna shift this down. And then what we're gonna do here is... I don't know why this is being stupid. Okay. We'll have a ring around the outside of the pool. So, the whole idea with this is I want there to be fish in here. Because I think it'd just be kind of funny to be able to fish in the space hub. And just kind of like just a fun thing to do, right? Just having more unique fishing locations. Because fishing on Viridian is absolutely fine, but I think it'd be fun to have like mall-specific stuff here. Maybe there's like trash that you find and stuff in the pool, right? In the mall. So let's see, replace those ones. Oh yeah, I gotta do it there. Yeah, like boot fish. Alright. I really should set this up to have a terrain so I can just auto tile it really easy, but to be honest, I'm not going to be using this enough to really warrant all the time setting that up, so I think it's fine. And I don't know how Godot handles diagonals. I don't think that's really a thing. Okay. So this is sort of the center of the space hub. It's just a big water pool. So let's get our good water stuff set up. So water base, let's move that over to 0, 0. And let's make it visible. It is invisible for some reason. I changed the size to 0. Whoopsies. Okay, size or position, we're going to offset back to -112. Seems to be at the very edge. Yep. And then it should be the same with the Y. -112. Yep. So that means this has to be 112, or 112 times 2, which is 224. Just like that. Now same with this one. Set the size to that and -112. Alright, so we got freaking water in here now. Let's move this vending machine. I kind of want there to be like a food court area up in the top here, so that's what we'll do for that. Alright, so now tiles, we do have to figure all that out. I'd kind of like it if the water was above the tiles. I don't know, we'll have to figure out how we want to do that. But this will work. So I guess let's just draw some tiles really quick for this. I imagine it'll be similar to the fountain up here, where it's kind of like these brick step tiles, right? So let's do that. So we just need a donut, which will be 48 by 48. Get rid of the center tile. 16, 16, boom. Gone. So we're gonna do brightest color on top, basically a staircase like this. How wide is that? Is that 5? No, it's 4. Okay. basically just like that. Now the top of the tile will be less visible if it's a step, right? Because we're going to be following just how the fountain looks, right? Because it'll kind of merge into the same line at the top. So that's what we have to do. So yeah, we'll try and do that. It also means that on the sides it'll be thinner, because it'll be like that. Right, because if we're looking at the top, we won't really see much of the one in the back. So it'd be kind of like this. Or like the sides don't really have much meat on them. Like that. And the back being like that kind of makes sense. So like that. Yeah. Now let's outline it. Just like that. Okay, so I mean that's fine. I would kind of like to do the little gap things that I had in the other one, and like the regular fountain. So let's do that. Let's see. Oh, that one's weird. That one's inverse. Sort of like that. And then we do lines on the side. So how's the fountain look? It does have those like gaps. So we need like a in-between color between the bright and medium, which I know we've done before right there. For these walls. Just like that. Then these can be maybe the same color. I feel like that looks okay. I don't know if these will look good. It might kind of look bad. I say we put the tiles in first, actually, and then we'll decide what to do with that. Okay. Also, this needs to actually be in a position. Let's do that. I'll just put it down here. So, let's see. Where is 48? Like that needs to go... I think one more pixel to the right. Let me make sure this works. Yeah. So right there. Now back in here. Let's do it. Hey yo, thank you for the cheese time. Much appreciated. Alright, so we're gonna have these bottom tiles. I might decide to make these like bigger. These are kind of tiny, relatively speaking. Alright, then we got the back up here. So that's how that's looking right now. It's okay, but it's a little off. Because the water is like too high up. Looks like it's at the very top of the thing, right? Because what we need to do is add this, so it looks like there's like an indent. Now we need water base to be below everything in the ordering, so even lower than that. Yeah, see, like minus 200 or something. So let's see, back to the tile set. These tiles, if I move them up, will add the illusion of depth. Right, if I do that with these tiles, sort of like that. Right, so you can see what we're going for. Now that is way too much, though. What I'll probably do is this, actually. This will make more sense. If I just raise these up like that, and then add in my own darkness layer, like this. That'll be better. So let's try that. let's move all these back down. That should fill in. There we go. So that just gives a little bit of a lip. Now, I do think this is kind of a boring fountain. Well, it's not really meant to be a fountain. It's more of like a... I don't know how to describe it. Like a really big fountain. Right. Fountain. Big fountain. Like a mall pool. I don't know. I don't know what it's necessarily meant to be. It should have, like... I feel like it needs an epic statue in the center, right? I feel like that's sort of what it's missing. Mall water features. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this kind of stuff. I've been here before, I think. It's got, like, these, like, big water things, right? That's sort of what I'm imagining with this. Or, like, this, right? So I think that would be good. This is cool. But I just would love a big, massive water feature in the center of the mall like this. With a bunch of water inside. But yeah, I think it would be awesome if there was like a big fountain or something. Or like not a fountain, a statue in the center or something. Some kind of shape. Right? This is cool. This is some wacky business. Looks like wood. So yeah, something like that. I think we need to make the shape more interesting because just a square is really boring. As much as I hate to do it, diagonals would achieve that vision. So maybe we need to do that. So let's see how we would do that. So this is the straight up and down one. Let's add our classic color overlays. Move that one, make it blue because I feel like it. Okay. So we would just need one that's just diagonals. It's kind of tricky though, if you think about it. So it would have to be like this. So we're going to have like 2 tiles for it. Right, which is always kind of annoying. But we just have it go to there. Maybe even just completely fill in this corner over here. Well, it'd be like this. So it has some darkness. So like this, and then grab the darker color. Like that. Yeah. But now the problem is connecting that tile with the rest of it, right? Because if like we have this, it's like we need a tile that will connect these two together. Now we could just do a diagonal tile in here and maybe that would be enough. I don't know. Let's see what we can do here. Actually, this might work. Right? If we have the diagonals like this. Kind of build it this way, where it's like building it with the reference of what the other tile is. Right, so that would actually be better that way. Now the only thing with this one is we have to, right, like it won't tile like this. So we need one that's the inverse. So we need to do like this. Let's finish automating power with burner fuel cells. Let's go. Nice. Congrats. Yeah, this will work okay. Oops. Almost lost track of which one it is. I think it's this one. Alright, just like that. And then, of course, we'll need one for each direction. This is actually offset, weird. Oh yeah, this one needs to be moved. So, we'll try that. It's kind of annoying how many tiles we have to do, you know? Oh yeah, let's... That's annoying. I wish I could just save one layer. But I gotta do both. So, save as a PNG. Compress it. Okay. So let's go see what that looks like in game. Add those 2 tiles. Okay, so this is what we get then. So we can do like something like that. Okay, that tile doesn't actually match up, so we have to fix that. How is that? Oh, I see. This one needs to go all the way to the edge. I'll just get rid of all the blue bits. I'll be fine. We'll work it out. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Because then we can do this, and we can have all these lovely diagonal bits, right? Now, it is a problem, though, when we get to this. The side one. Just because the side isn't the same as the bottom one. So it really does get complicated. This is why I didn't do diagonals for the walls, because I'd have to do that, but for like 3 different tiles or 4 different tiles, which just obviously gets ridiculous, right? And it's gonna be the same issue here too. Yes, it's gonna be a nightmare to get this whole set up. But I could change the fountain to be just this bottom one, but rotated. Sort of like this. I don't like that idea, but... I mean, this would technically work, but then we lose out on like that, so... Yeah, I think I'll just have to do it. It's freaking annoying, but... So I just grab this corner, this diagonal, and then... Basically I put that there, grab this one... and put it there and modify it until it lines up. Sort of like this. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. I just had to do that, and now we're done. But it's just, like, weird. So now I grab this one. What I need to do is have one that's like this, but they all connect to each other. And that's what will fix it. Is there a way to make collector only target a certain resource? Not yet. I have thought about adding the ability to do that, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet, if I'm being completely honest. But I would like to do that someday, I think. So stay tuned. But, I mean, the resources will always be in a consistent spot, so really just put the collectors on the resources that you want, right? And that'll work. So, hey, it popped in my YouTube Shorts Doom Scroll. Yeah, I saw that. On your videos on how to add 2D lighting. Yeah, the starting frame, I just look like I'm like... That was pretty funny. Let's see. So this has to be... How am I gonna do this? It'll be sort of like this. This is how it's gonna have to be. Now, it's tricky because... Actually, really, this is the one that technically connects. And then, like, this one will be like this. So that's what this corner one will look like. So let's grab that one. Okay, well, that one's already done. So we'll keep that there. Now, it should actually be really easy for the next batch, because I think we literally just flip horizontal, and we're... God, I flipped everything. And then we're done. So that's those ones, the diagonal connector bits, but those are just sort of the transition pieces between the other ones, so there's still more that we have to do. But yeah. It's also pretty useful, because I do need to add lighting to my game, but I'll be lurking because I need to finish some homework. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, if you got questions about lighting stuff, let me know. I'm happy to help. Okay, so where does this even start? This is the problem with these tiles. It's like, I don't know where these bits connect. I don't know. Let's see. So those will be on the edge. So like this will be one tile. Okay. And like, shoot, I gotta raise these up. Yeah, this is why diagonals frickin' suck, dude. Because it's just a nightmare. Nightmare. So it'll be like this. So this will be one tile right here. I'm just gonna add some corner markers to these so I know where the edge is. Okay, that's all we need. So I have to remember that's in the bounds of the sprite. Right, it's like here, we're gonna go to the bounds. Right there. And then since I have that bound, I can go here, go to the bounds. Right there. And same with this one. I'll get rid of those, but, you know, they're just temporary while I figure out all this tiling garbage. So yeah, you can see tiling is frickin' stupid and bad. I hate it. But it looks nice once it's done, so... So it's easy for this one. For the other horizontal one, I just say flip horizontal. I know that one's done. But we still have to do the two vertical ones, the top ones. But I actually just have to do one because I can, again, flip it. So let's grab this one. So actually, let's also grab this one. And I just need to do this, but diagonal. So like that. Like that. I mean, pretty easy. Now we have that one. So that one will go like this. But we need the other one in the corner here. Now, actually, this is weird. Because this will go up to 16. So this whole one here will be like this. Yeah. So we got ads starting again in 1 minute. Actually, I can snooze this one. I have saved you all. Praise be as your God. Don't. So this will be right here in the corner, like that. All right, so that'll work. Yeah, these tiles are really janky, but I mean, if we want diagonal tiles, this is what we get. Let's break those ones. Oh God, did I lose track? I did. Frick, dude. I have to keep track of which tile is which, right? That's what our handy dandy little markers are for. Boom, boom. Okay. Alright, so that'll be 32 right there. Just stack that into here. Like so. Now we also need the other flipped variant. So So I'll just move it over here and say flip horizontal. Okay, now it's not entirely done because one thing that we are missing is the back side of this sprite, right? Because if we have this like this or whatever, like, oh yeah, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Is that how it would be? No, it'd be like this. No. Ooh, yucky, yucky, yucky. Okay. Because how we would configure this then is we have this sprite. We're going to take this sprite, 32 sprite, and we're going to stack it onto this sprite like that, right? But then the issue is this back sprite. Oh god, it gets even more complicated. So sorry, I missed more messages on YouTube. It's I freaking hate I have to separate it now. I might go back to restream chat just because I missed so many things. But Troopin, sorry, I had no idea you sent a message in. Almost looks like a swimming pool, it just needs a diving board. Yeah. Should possess even half your artistic ability. It's impressive how easily you're able to work your way around issues like this. So I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, sorry for missing all the messages. I am on the restream chat now, so hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. Yeah, I mean, you run into a lot of weird issues, right? Because it's like, how do I make this tile? This just doesn't work, right? So what I'm going to have to do is essentially move this stuff up. Or move it to like here. And then have a third set of tiles on the bottom. Yeah, this freaking sucks, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. See, because now we have to have like this. But if we want the side tile, you see, so we're gonna need another set of tiles. Now I can copy this one. This might be okay here, actually. No, because see, now we need even that one too. Ugh, so it just end up with a million frickin' tiles when you do diagonal stuff. That's why it kind of sucks. But I'm willing to try it out. See, so that has to be its own separate tile now. Which is stupid and bad. And it also means we need one right there, too. Which I think we have here. Let's see if it tiles anymore. Yeah, see what? It's completely off. Oh wait, no, I'm just stupid. We're gonna have to completely redo how these tiles are connected, yeah. Oh god, because now these are two tiles. Right? Because here's what we have. If I do this as just an overlay. This is how this is gonna be. Oh boy. Scary. It's such a mess. I'm almost on the verge of not wanting to do this anymore. Realizing the error of my ways, you know? Because this is a crazy. Now, I think we can delete that tile, but we still need this one and this one. And that connector tile, right? For the top here. I don't know if it'll still connect. No, it doesn't. So we have to redo that one. Which isn't too hard. We just have to say, like, this one becomes this one. Like this. But then this one over here will be like that. Oh, but see, I can't modify that one, so it's got to be like that. I could keep that moving. Dude, don't even get me started on outline stuff. Oh my god. We will probably want to do that. I mean, I guess it's not that hard to add the outlines. It's just this. But then when we get to this, it doesn't have an outline, so it's... We can do that. But I guess the back wouldn't have an outline. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. So then this is what we're left with. We'll copy this new one here. Try and throw it into here somehow. Oh god, but see, then it doesn't work for... It's only for the diagonal? Oh no. Means we're gonna need two on the top. Because see, we have one that connects to the diagonal, but then we need one that connects to... From diagonal to side. God. Right? Because we have our side here. So this doesn't work. So now we need another one. Ugh. That's like this. I mean, that'll do. So this is going to be, let's see, 16, 16. Sort of like this. Anyways, PSA, don't do diagonal tile sets. It's not worth it. It's stupid and bad. Probably be better just to do this sprite as one image, but... Yeah. See, because just for this one side, we need all of these tiles. We need... like these ones, and... Oh my god, dude. Hey, Max Solus, what is up? How's it going? Welcome in. Currently going through the gauntlet of tiling stuff. Okay, but like this is fine, and I guess we can just include this over in the corner. So like we have a little 2x2 that's the left side. So we just flip that for the other side, which is easy enough. So actually we just get rid of these ones because they're stupid and bad. And I guess we also get rid of these top ones because they don't make any sense. So now I'm going to copy this one for the left one. Like that. Then paste it again and squeeze it in and flip horizontal. Okay. What a nightmare. Let's try it out. There's still a whole lot of this that probably just won't work at all, but we'll see. Probably a question that's been asked a million times by now, but what was it like for you moving from Unity to Godot? I'm Unity dev myself, working on two platformer. Godot seems amazing. Yeah. Honestly, it was not that hard, right? I actually had a really good time swapping over. It's daunting coming from such a different background of like, you know, how do I actually do this stuff? But really, it's not that hard. You just kind of have to learn the core principles of what, like, how Godot differs, right? Because Godot has like nodes. Unity kind of has like that concept, but it's not the same. Nodes is a pretty Godot specific thing, right? Once you understand what nodes are, it's kind of like having multiple scripts or whatever for one object in Unity. But nodes are really awesome. They're a super powerful tool. You can do a lot with nodes. But yeah, it's not that bad. There's a lot of great videos online for all sorts of stuff that you would want to know on switching, right? So it was honestly a very easy experience for me. Because that was one of the big things I was worried about. Of like, oh man, I gotta learn this whole new engine and stuff. But it's not that bad. So, yeah. I would recommend it. I mean, at least just taking a look at it to see, like, how, if you like how Godot's looking and how it is developing in Godot and stuff, right? There's no shame in that, so I'd say definitely take advantage of that, right? But yeah, currently going through the gauntlet of semester finals. I get that. I wish you the best of luck with that. I'm so glad I don't have school anymore, man. Yeah, I think this tile set does work. It's a freaking nightmare to draw, but I mean, it's here now, so I guess it's fine. I don't really like how it's like laid out though. This needs to be moved. So I want that over here. And then I want to grab this one and move it to the left, like here. And then these ones in here can just kind of go wherever. I'll actually reposition this one here to go there. Let's see, 32 by 32. Reposition this one in the corner, and then move the side ones over. Like that. Look at that, a nice little fountain. Okay, it's gonna break everything. That's okay. We're gonna make the shape more interesting on this fountain. Because I think that was one of the things where I was like, oh, it's kind of a weird, boring fountain. It's just a big square, right? Do you know any way to make an item sorter? All movers have the ability to sort items if you right-click on them. So if you want to sort an item, you can just right-click on your mover and set the filter to whatever item you want. You just pick up the item you want to filter to and drag it into the slot. And yeah, it works. Yeah, Chubb's doing. I'm sorry I missed all the messages on YouTube. I've been having an issue with Restream where it doesn't show the Twitch messages, and so sometimes I have to, like, it's just stupid. I don't know how to fix it. But I apologize. I do have the Restream chat open now. Yeah, I mean, it works for the most time, it seems like, right? But it's just randomly, sometimes it decides, like, oh, I'm just going to stop working. It's always really frustrating. Because there's like a bunch of messages I don't even realize I missed and stuff, right? Oh, shit. I don't have a tile for that one. There's one variation I missed. It's for a diagonal. I mean, I have that one, but that's not what I want. This one is close, but it's not the same. Okay. Well, we got to do it then. The fountain is my personal hell. So we have to combine that one and the left one here. So like that, right? Because it's just completely off. So let's do that. I mean, it's really easy to create all these variations. Just there's so many though, you know. But it's just like that. Now we're done. All right, let's give this another try. God, dude. I'm trapped. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Kind of not what I want, though. It doesn't look the same as the bottom one. Technically it does, but technically it don't. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But what I wanted down for here was like some diagonal bits like that. I mean, it is nice having this working. It's just... it's definitely odd. Okay. Am I missing another god dang tile? Because I don't think I have a connector that goes from diagonal to side. Oh. No. Yeah, I can flip the tiles, and honestly, that's probably what I'll start doing. So sometimes there's cases where I don't want to flip them, but for these, I think I could do some flipping to get the other variations. I mean, it saves me on a couple tiles. Like all these cases where there's a duplicate. So I can delete that one, this one, all of these ones. This one. Alright, so this is what I'm left with. So let's scooch that one in. I'd love to start assembling like a, let's see, a more cohesive set of this. So let's do that. Let's grab this tile, this one. So those will be 2 peas in a pod. And the diagonal marker. And then we can just flip that. Now, this is for flat to diagonal. And then I'm going to need, again, one down here that's like this one, where it's this one into flat here, right? So let's do that. Right, so this is what we have. We're gonna do this. Now let's actually grab the inner one, because I think it'll work. This one. This is very smushed into the side, but I think it's okay. Actually, no, this is all off. Wait. Okay, this is 16. Yeah, this is all bad. Hold on. This is a mess, dude. Okay, there's that one. Let's grab this guy again. So the edge of it will be right there. Yeah. And then let's grab the inner corner one. Right there. Right, because it matches up. It doesn't match up there, but we can make it match up with this one. Anyways, let's get cracking. So that'll go like that. We have this one that'll go like that. Fill those in. Oops, I lost my... And then up here, so we go like that. And like that. Then with that, I think we're set. Okay, so this is going to be a... Wait, I didn't do it right. Frick. Sorry, I'm just going a little bit insane. Okay, it wasn't a big deal. So this is the diagonal to flat. This is not worth it, is it? Probably shouldn't do this anymore. It's okay, it's okay. I'll keep telling myself it'll look epic once it's done. Okay. So here's where we're at. Flat to diagonal. Flat to top flat. So that's like a corner piece, essentially. So honestly, with that piece, we don't need this one anymore. I think I'll get rid of all the corners because we have We have different ones for those now. Right? So let's just stack these up a little bit better. Is that 16 right there? Okay, it is. Well, if we're gonna do that, then let's do this. And then let's just grab our diagonal pieces. Or honestly, maybe I do this. This will probably be the plan, the method. Man. Okay, so let's move all this over. We'll reposition it when we need to. It's fine for now. Let's move all this crap out of the way. I want these to make sense in the tile editor. It's just kind of hard to do that when there's a lot of stuff, but we can get it. Okay, so this one is basically, we're gonna do this. Let me delete this one now. So we have flat tile here, right? And side tile up on here. Right there. And that's where we will have our, this one, diagonal to flat, right? So we're just sort of like constructing the fountain in the tile set. So let's move all that down here. And there's going to be some other bits that don't fit in, but that's fine. So now we move this one with those four, right? Yeah, see, this is where we're going to move this stuff around. I think. Oh, it's so weird. Okay, so this one's going to be here. It's a nightmare, dude. Don't do diagonal tiles. Whatever you do, don't do them, please. At this rate, I should probably just draw this as a sprite, dude. I don't know why I haven't done that. Probably a big mistake. So that one goes there. Then we have this one. That goes there. Yeah. Then we have this one. That goes there. That is me right now. That's Walter's. Don't do it. No. Where's that one? Okay, we don't have any right-facing tiles anymore. No, that's not a right-facing tile. It's that one, but we don't need it. Let's get rid of that one. So this is where we get all our oddballs, right? Like, these are good for really specific cases, but not all of them. We don't need that one anymore. Here, we can just squeeze these in here. Okay. It's a nightmare, dude. Nightmare. Let's try it. So it's gonna break all of our tiles again. Epic. Awesome. Love to see it. Cool. So let's try this again. So we have 4. I want to do a diagonal. Oh yeah, I need a diagonal too. I'm gonna gonna kill. I don't have that piece. It's not here. Guys, this is a disaster. But we'll keep chipping away. Maybe we'll... Do I? I don't have one for that one. Oh, no, I do, kind of. Oh, God, I need another one. Because if I want to go flat to diagonal... Guys, this is such a bad idea. You can see definitely why I did not do this with the walls, because it would be all of the stuff that I'm doing now times like 5, which is ridiculous. Oh no. All right, we're scrapping. We're going back to the Stone Age. This isn't worth it. This is stupid. We're just gonna draw a big sprite. This is dumb. So let's do that. Let's go figure out how big it needs to be, right? So it's gonna be from here to the other corner like that. So it's gonna be... This doesn't say how big it is. I wish it gave me a number of the selection region. Whatever, we'll count it manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 18 by 18 tiles, which is going to be 18 times 16. What is 18 times 16? $288. I've done worse. Okay. Here is our fountain. We're going to do better this time. I'm going to start with a grid. This also just lets us kind of refine a lot of the details and stuff. Maybe it's more work, but dude, I think the other one's more work. I don't know. Dude, let's kill a horse. You guys seen that clip? It's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny little clip. Okay, this is gonna be better. It's just such a disaster, the other method. You start realizing just how many tiles you need for full diagonal stuff, and it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna need like 50 tiles for this. It's just not worth it anymore. You know? At a certain point, it's just make it a big sprite. It's just gonna be better that way, man. There's a whole lot of pixels, but it's okay. Biggest sprite in the game? Probably. I'm making a grid so that I can easily tell like which tile is where, right? If that makes any sense. So I am going to take all these and use them, but yeah. So, because what I want to do is grab like, okay, where's our left tile? What? Oh, it's right here. I was like, stupid. So where's our 4 tiles on the edge? It's right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7. No, it's these 2. So this one and this one are the edge tiles. I want to do those again. This also means I can bake in shadows, which is nice. Okay, so we have that. Then I'm going to do the diagonals, right? First off, though, I'm actually going to grab this one and go up to the top here and just get these 4 sides in. 4 sides 7 years ago. Our forefathers did some stuff. Okay. Right there. Better, right? Not stupid? Well, it's not smart, but it's better than stupid. Okay. Those have to be a different sprite. Okay. Like this. I think this stream should be retitled My Endless Spiral into Insanity. Okay. Okay, keep going, keep going. Next up is this one. I hope I didn't lose a tile by accident. I may have. I may have. It's fine. So right, so we're gonna put this one. Why is that one weird? This one goes in the corner here. And same with this one, but here's the thing, we'll do it when we need to, right? So there we go, right? We're getting there. We're cooking. Now let's do this one. I'm actually just going to ignore the right side because, again, we can just flip it. So now what we're going to do is put these ones in. And I'll ignore all the green bits because we'll just delete those after. Right. Look at what we got going on. Okay. We copy this one again, and that's going to go here. Right, so like that. And let's copy the left one. See, guys, everything's fine. And honestly, for these connecting corner bits, I'll just do it myself. It's just going to be faster and easier that way. Fine, I'll do it myself. I'm just like Thanos, guys. Oh, I realize I'm stupid. I'm like copying the wrong tiles, and that's why they're all broken. But it doesn't matter, because we're doing it ourselves now. I'm tired of it. All right, so next up, next order of business is we got to grab the... Let's see, so this one is one tile. So this one. So that's going to go up here. I'm going to copy it again. Go right there. And then we want it to start here. 1, 2, 3. And then we need the inner corner diagonal thing. I'm just going to align these to the grid really quick. Okay. This one. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Then we put this one here also. Now grab our upper sprite. Watch this. Ka-chow. Boom, ka-chow. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Look at what we got. Look at this beautiful boy. See, that's so much easier, dude. And then we'll just go do the tiles normal instead of being dumb. I'm just going to delete all those others. We'll make our own. Okay. Yeah, the biggest sprite is that logo. I do want to maybe remove it from the files because it just kind of unnecessarily makes the files big. But I won't do it yet. One day. I figure there's kind of no sense in making changes like that unless they're like actually helpful. Not that it isn't helpful, but like I got bigger fish to fry. Literally. Yeah, there is a bunch of them. I do need to go through and like figure out which one is. The only one I'm using, I think, is the tiny one for the splash screen. So yeah, we don't need all those in there. And there's also like some weird old sprites of the what is it? The like old star sprite I did and stuff, you know? So that garbage doesn't need to be there anymore, you know? Doesn't help anyone. Okay, we are cooking with gas, gamers. Next up, this little guy, this little goofy goober. Fill that little guy in right there. Now, let's see. The top one will be this one. So we want to do that. Okay. Okay. See where I'm going? See what I'm putting down? Now, this one has to connect up to that one, so that's kind of a crazy deal. Let's make this a little more transparent. I don't like red anymore. I think I want blue. Ah. Beautiful. Has anyone ever said that before? I feel like definitely. There's no way. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. So this one is easy. It's just going to be... boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. A little quirky at times. A little quirky at night. Let's grab this one, and we'll modify. Actually, wait, we don't need to modify. It's just ready. Okay, check it, dude. That's a fountain. Okay, same with this guy down here. This guy is a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Dude, I am going insane. Guys, I'm sorry. This happens sometimes when things all go bad. Well, it's not going that bad, but... Alright. Look at that, guys. Look at it. Look. Feast your eyes. Feastable your eyes on that one, okay? What do you think? It's a beaut. Then watch this. Wham! And then it's all going to be filled with water. Bam! That's a fountain. See, now I can actually, like, try harder and make it look better. So let's do that. Let's get rid of all the green bits now. But, like, this corner and stuff I don't like, right? But it's fine, because now I can just go in and just make it look how I want. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't do this from the beginning. I mean, a tile set would be good if this is something I'm going to be building or that people can make a custom version of, right? But it just isn't, so there's no point. It just kind of makes everything suck. I need to get started on my homework. Should have started an hour ago if I made energy automation collector. I'm starting instead. Oh, yeah. Well, Starground will still be there for you after you're done with your homework, so... keep that in mind. Frick it, we're gonna delete the half again. I don't care about this half. I'm like Thanos. I'll destroy the half. Okay. Same with this. Honestly, I think it would look better if it had a little more thickness. Like add a line on right there. You know, sort of like that. But see, we're evolving. We're making things better than they ever were. Same with that one right there, maybe? Okay, then if I'm doing that, I have to do that one. Which means I have to do that one. And honestly, I could round out this bit too. Ding, 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 ding. What's going on? Yeah, you guys, you know that song? Yeah, actually, I don't like how that looks. I think. Actually, guys, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, for those cases, I think it needs a little bit of anti-aliasing. Okay. Let's go grab some anti-aliasing colors so that we can make it look better. We need this one. No, we need the dark one. Oh, evil dark. Okay. This one. Yes. Yes. Yes, I hold the power. So I like what you say when you get the Ring of Power, you know? Yeah. Dude, check this, dude. What in the world, bro? Oh, I missed a spot. Alright. Much better. Much better. So that's a fountain, dude. That is a fountain. You can't tell me that's not a fountain, right? We could even do like little bits in the corners, but I think it's fine. I don't want to mess with that. Yeah, you know what? Duplicate. Lip horizontal. Merge back down. We're done. It's over. Pack up, boys. Big fountain. It's dumb that there's so much empty space in this sprite, but it's okay. Now I'm gonna reset here, so we're gonna go back to the basics, back to Baldi's basics. Womp. Okay. And then we're just gonna add in a sprite for this instead. It's so much better. I will have to do some physics stuff, but actually the physics is really easy. So let's get fountain, big fountain. Dude, it's perfect. It's already aligned and everything. Now, one issue... Actually, no, it's not an issue. We're fine. We're done. Okay. Because I just have to add the terrain back in. Like around here. But it should cover up the water. Yeah, see, like it'll be like that. So that you won't even see it. You won't even see the gaps. Friggin' sweet. Okay. Sorry that I'm so crazy, guys. So watch this. We have the base. Now we take this. We say minus 16. Oops. Plus 32. Plus 16. Okay, it's just it's a nice even 256, right? Minus 128. Minus 128. Same with the water. And 256. Watch. Boom. Okay, but I gotta fix this until it's above. There we go. Boom. 5 big booms. And now we can modify this fountain shape. So if I want outlines on the inner sides, which I think would look good, then we can do that. So I'm just gonna go along and frickin' do it. Just like so. Oops. Okay, fountain quandaries are worked out. That's good. But we still have to add, like, actual stuff in the fountain. I want to do, like, little water streams that shoot out, but those can literally just be particles. They don't have to be an actual shape, I don't think. And we can add a shape underneath if we feel like it, but we don't have to. Oops. Beauteous. Oh, one thing I'm missing, though. Right there. Yeah. This'll work. Save it as big fountain. Okay, let's watch. Watch and learn, boys. If Godot would ever update. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. It's wondrous. It's almost like it's perfect. Okay, so now all I have to do... I might actually change the watercolor in here. I think, the water in the Space Hub would not be ocean. It would be, like, more pure, right? Or blue. More like our regular blue color. So I think that's what we'll do instead. So this will be the base color. Change it to that. Oh, easy. Check that out. So the water base, it's very interesting because we can basically, that's just whatever the color of the water is. So we could make the color like a gross, disgusting brown. Right? It has a little bit of a green tinge. I think it's just because the water effect is blue, but it works though. I think we just add more saturation. Okay, so it does definitely have like some color, but you get the idea. Basically, it sort of lets us do different colors. Cool. All right. Most definitely cool. So did I add that to decorations layer? No, it's just because it's an object. Okay. Now what is the sprite that is this? Okay, it's this sprite. Let's rename that to fountain. Now, one issue is that these doesn't have any physics, which is a problem. So let's add a physics collision polygon. Okay. I guess I'll add a static. I'll make the fountain a static body. You know, to be consistent with it and all. There we go. What is it complaining about? Oh, duh. Okay, let's just go around and add some nodes, add some little nodey wodies. I don't have to worry about collision with this too much. I mean, I don't want this to have like perfect, precise collision because it'll just be laggy if we do that, right? So let's just make it basic baby mode. We don't need to actually add in the little corners of it because I think that's just too many vertices. And if people riot and hate it, then fine, we can change it. But this is a nice simple shape. All right, cool. Well, the fountain is here. Rename that to Sprite 2D. Awesome. So I do want fish in here. Let's also go ahead and start working on our particle stuff. I may do GPU particles for this just because this is a particle that will stay for a while. I don't know. We can always change it if it is a performance issue. I might go CPU particles. CPU particles are not that slow, guys. Some people hate on CPU particles, but it's not that slow. You'd have to have literally billions of particles, like millions of them, until it's going to make any difference, right? So I think there's no point in premature optimization if there's no problem to begin with. Ordering, set like 5, that doesn't matter. Okay, where are these particles? I don't see them. Hello? Where are they? Excuse me? Whoa, why are they down there? What is the transform set to? Is that 0? Oh, it's because the fountain is not at 0. Because the sprite was... yeah, there we go. Yeah, so the difference between the two is basically CPU particles are calculated through the CPU and GPU particles are calculated through the GPU. So that's the only difference. They're practically the same. CPU particles does have more flexibility in a lot of the stuff that you're able to do with them, which is why typically for most of the particles I do in the game, I just use CPU particles because CPUs aren't that slow. Even if you have a pretty bad CPU, you're not going to have trouble rendering in, you know, even 64 particles. So you can use GPU particles, and it can be better to use those in some cases. Like if you have a lot of particles on screen. GPUs are much faster, yeah. But most of the time it doesn't really matter. I may change these into GPU particles. Just because it is a thing that's going to be like constantly playing, right? So we'll see. But I like kind of creating the particle first as a CPU particle because I don't have to set up all the navigate through all the garbage menus. I don't like how the menus are in the GPU particles, if I'm being honest. I think they're kind of bad. I wish the menus weren't so stupid. Oh, that's too many. I think the spread is too much. So now we go to color ramp. But yeah, with GPU particles, you can do just a lot more particles. It's way faster to render them in, you know? So it just depends on the use case. GPU particles more flexible because you can write custom shaders for the particle computations. It's flexible in that sense. There are some things, though, that you can't do with GPU particles. For some reason, rotation stuff is really weird with GPU particles. I've always had a lot of issues with that, trying to use them. But I guess, yeah, it's weird. They're not exactly equivalent, right? There's like in some ways it's easier, and then in some it's harder. It's weird. But yeah, I guess for this case, I'll probably use GPU particles, and only because it's something that is constantly playing, right? If this was a particle that just spawns in and disappears in like 1 second, then it really doesn't matter. But for this, since it is a static spawner of particles, I will probably do this as, yeah. So direction will be -1, spread will be 30, initial velocity 150 to 50. Accelerations, gravity is way too low. How high does this need to be? Okay, pretty high, I guess. I'm also just gonna set this to 0 on the time. This doesn't need to be a fixed FPS. Display color curves, color ramp. Just recreating what I just did. I guess I should have just started the GPU particle, but I was conflicted. All right, so that's where we were at. So rotation, angle, we can just up that. Now for the color, I do like the white because it looks like foamy water, but I think we won't stick with that for the whole duration of the sprite. Oh yeah, there's an alpha curve on this, so I think we want to use the alpha curve for the actual alpha stuff. Right, like this. Move that over so it fades out faster. But then on the color, we don't have to do alpha. So I wanted to start at white, but kind of quickly move into our regular blue color. And maybe even a brighter form of it, probably. Right, less saturation. Something like that. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to lower the spread so it's more of a spout. Hold on, I'm getting notifications. Watch now. Go away. Twitter, I hate you. Yeah, anyways. I think this looks okay. It's maybe too, like, honestly, for the alpha curve, I'll probably just make the default alpha lower. Almost like this. Right? And I think for the emission, like, spawn area, I think it should be maybe a little bit bigger. Like if we do a sphere, we do like a little bit of a wider sphere like that. And I feel like that looks fine, so I'm just going to call this water spout. And let's position it. Now, one thing we do have to be careful of is this box, this like rendering box. We'll have to see what it's like in game, because if it goes out of view, it'll like stop rendering, which is an issue. So, and then duplicate those two. So water spout 3 is going to be at 0, minus 64, 0, 64. So those are those. I feel like that's kind of cool. Just add some life to the fountain, you know? We could even do a thing where at the end of the splashing, when it actually goes into the water, it does like another particle of a ring that fades out, kind of like our rain particle, if you remember that. Which we do have, actually. So we could copy that resource. I don't know. For some reason, it seems like it never works for me, trying to do the on collision or whatever. Not on collision, but it's like at end of life, the sub emitter. At end. It just, I don't know. It just seems to never work. I don't know why. But we can try. I'm curious to see if we add a, GPU particle here. And then add it into sub emitter, if it'll work or not. So let's see. Texture, I'm just gonna load something weird, like a duck. And assign a process material. It's probably not gonna work. It's always really frustrating that it doesn't. Because I say at end, amount is 1. So right, like it should work. But then it don't. Oh, see, sometimes it does. It's really weird. And I think it's because of like the box or something, the view box. Of like where this node is positioned. That's probably what it is. Okay, well that's working. Pretty weird, but I guess it'll work. Just make that stuff 0. So those will be where our splashes are. So then what we'll say for these ones is color curves for our alpha curve, right? We'll add a new curve and we'll go from 1 to transparent. And let's change our drawing thing. Yeah, duck in the middle. I could do that. That'd be funny. What is it? Rain splash? Particle splash. No, it's not that one. What is it? Ring? Yeah. That one. So you can see what's going on here, right? So we will change the angle randomly. Let's also say scale curve. I believe this is over time. It is. So it goes from small to big like that. And we can do our, what's the next thing here? Oh, so that's just how many we can have in total. Well, I have to really up that then to like a lot. I guess it doesn't matter how big that is. And then let's add that sub-emitter to all of our things, right? Okay, we have to do it one by one. It's a sad day. Now, you can see it's not working though. This is why it's always really frustrating with this, because a lot of the times it just won't work for me. Oh, it's probably because... there's just so many things you have to check. Okay, that one's at end. It should be working. Yeah, it's the same process material, so I don't know why it doesn't work for the other ones, right? That's kind of weird. Do I have to have a separate emitter for every single one? Because that just seems really stupid. Right? I don't know. That's on constant mode. We don't want that. It should just be at end. It is set at as the sub emitter on all of these different particle emitters, but it just does it on the first one, right? And I don't know what's going on with that. Like, why does it do that? It's always just been really frustrating to me to try and figure out these GPU nodes. Whoa, what is happening? What? What is it doing? What? Why does it do that? Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. Why is it teleporting around? Like, what's going on? What is it doing? Do you guys know? Is it just because of the other ones? No? Like, what's happening? Let's get rid of it as the materials for those. What is going on? Why does changing the fixed FPS make it go insane? It's perfectly fine at 60, but if I change it to anything else or anything lower, 0 should just be infinite, right? What is going on, dude? But I can't set it to anything higher than 60? Which seems really stupid. Oh. I think I know what's happening. It's in, is it in here? Display scale. This has a value here. There we go. God, okay. That was stupid. Alright. And why is it, like, explosive like that? This is so weird, dude. These splash particles are an enigma. What's going on? Brother, I ain't got a clue. I also think these are not going up enough. Yo, that's way too high. If I up the minimum. So that just gives it like a tighter area that it splashes, but that looks nice. I don't really want it to go too far below where it is. Maybe gravity's a little bit too high. Maybe just give it a little bit more time. 0.7. A little less, 0.6. Then I have to do these all separately. Yeah, well, this is frustrating. I don't know how to do it because it's like the sub emitter's weird. I think what I'm gonna have to do is make multiple of these, which I think is dumb, but whatever. I'll just call these splash sub emitters, or honestly, not even do that, but just do this particles, and then make it a child of each individual water spout, right? So I'll just call it splash. Duplicate it over here. Sub emitter will be this splash. I mean, that works. It's really stupid. I don't know why you can't just use one as a reference for all of them. It has to be like different ones. But it works. Okay, well that's our splashing stuff set up. I think there's just way too many though of them. I can set limits on the amounts on these. So like on all of these I can say the amount limit is like 64 or something. But then it does like a weird wave. right? Where it all goes at the same time. Kind of don't like that. I don't know why that happens, right? Maybe what we can do actually is this. We say like 256, but then on the amount ratios, we lower it. Oh yeah, that totally works. So let's just set the amount ratio to like 0.75. Right, that works. That's sort of what I'm looking for. Okay. Kind of a nightmare. We got it though. I feel like we do need like a spout that comes up for those little bits there, so let's do that. So if that's 0, what is 288 divided by 2 minus 64? It's 80. So we want this to be at position 80. So this is where the stuff is coming out of right here. And then we need to get 80 from the top. Doesn't seem to line up. Oh, it's just gonna be half. 144. Alright, so we see our... This is the spout position. So I'm just going to draw a sprite that kind of looks like a spout or something here. I think we go kind of Neolithic with this one. What does Neolithic mean? That means Neolithic? I'm not thinking of Neolithic, but it's sort of like simplistic, minimalist. What is the word for that? I know there's like a term. It's like structures that are like very basic, like almost primitive, but not like actually primitive. You know what I mean? Just the visual style of it. I don't know. Yeah, New Age. Okay. Well, that's not the word I'm thinking of. I feel like it's a word like that, though. But I don't know. I can't remember. Okay. Something like this. I just want like a little water jet so it doesn't look like it's just kind of coming out of nowhere, right? Now, this might cause some weird overlapping issues because... Is that really in the center? It just looks like it's definitely not, you know what I mean? I guess it is. Let's see. Yeah, so because I think the water is above the fount, or actually no, I don't think it is anymore. So I think we'll be okay, hopefully. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that actually looks okay. All we have to do is just add like a little bit of a water effect to it. All right, so it looks like it's underwater. So that's pretty easy. We're just gonna do this. And then set all of this to be like a darker blue. Kind of just like that. Let's see what it looks like. It might be too blue, because this has got still a little bit of a green tinge, so I'm gonna have to change it. I think it actually looks okay. Sure. Let's copy this a bunch and try it out. So flip horizontal. Ba-boom. Now we have to move these into the new position. The new age. The new world. You know, like the game. I kind of feel like I need to play New World again to try it, but I don't know. New World's kind of fun, but I feel like I'd rather just play World of Warcraft. You know? 75, so we gotta go 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. And then we're gonna duplicate it. Oops, I fricked up everything. Oh, I can't rotate it. I just have to reposition it. So where is this one gonna go? 80 up. That's 71. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. Let's also make sure it's in the center. Homework completed. Let's go. Congrats. All right, this should look good now. Should look like something at least. I can always move these water jets down if I think there should be like more space in the center, but yeah. It's not bad. I'm liking it. I think the Space Hub really needed something like this, kind of like a central focal point, right? Because it always just felt like it was sort of missing, where it needed like this like grand thing in the center. I don't know. But that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing a revision of the Space Hub. I almost feel kind of like it should have this like circle. Yeah, I'm also feeling that, a big statue. I don't know what the statue would be of, which is why I'm like, I don't know yet, but I would like to do that. I mean, hey, if you guys have any ideas. Maybe it'll just be of some alien guy, and we're like, this guy was Gleeborp, and he did some stuff. Gleeborp was a kind fella. Or maybe it's a statue of Glorb. Glorb's the name of the deity in Starground, right? I know what I'm doing looks insane. It kind of is, but hear me out. Yeah, the legendary bootfish, maybe. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then here is go ahead and say cut out anywhere where it's, or not that. Just cut out on the inside. Oops, I did the inverse. And these ones go away. So I want to cut out any of the black outline regions. And any of those. Oops. Maybe you're kind of seeing what I'm putting down? I don't know. So this will be like a bit that's connected to... You'll see. I think it just gives the fountain a little more of an interesting shape. You're seeing it? Epic. So like this will be a part of this bright spot here. So it'll look like that. You see what I'm saying? You see? See the vision? Yeah. So before I do that, I'm going to copy this bottom layer and move it down. Color it dark. Boom. 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 Check it. A little quirky in some places. Gotta figure all that out. It's just up here, really. Let's fix that. Oh, I messed up again. I deleted everything. Delete that and that. Okay. And let's also fix the outline business here. Like from there up to there. But yeah, hopefully you guys see what I'm putting down. I wish you weren't seeing it. Why? Does it look bad? I think it looks good. I think it just adds a little more shape to the fountain. So otherwise I think it looks a little boring. I'm all about the shape, you know? That's looking good. I have to fix up here also. Like that one. And that one. And that one. It's just what you gotta do in the pixel art world. Oh. Right there. Nope, that one. Okay. And we can kind of make it look normal with anti-aliasing. Unless we just do... Maybe we undo that, actually, and then just make it look smooth with anti-aliasing. Let's give that a try, actually. Okay, first order of business. We gotta do some outlining. So anywhere where there's a weird outline, that's where we'll do our magic. Like right here. Right, we do that. And that's where we put in the dark bits, like that. Beauteous. And same with here. Yes. I also forgot that I could have flipped the whole fountain. I should have done that, but I didn't. It's kind of my bad. But we'll do it, actually. This one doesn't really have much of an outline here, but I'll do like a little bit. And we'll just kind of go through. I know we have that in-between color somewhere. This one. And just kind of make it not look stupid over here. Right, maybe even smooth out a couple of these. I think that looks good. All right. Duplicating and flipping. Layer flip. Move down. And then one other thing we can also add if we really want to is a shadow. Where we could just take this whole thing, duplicate it, move it to the left. Like that. And now we have a shadow. But I'd probably want to move the shadow down, so let's increase the canvas size a little bit to 300. And just move the shadow down. Sort of like that. Maybe not even that much. I like that. And then we want to delete the spots that are inside. So here we say bye-bye. There we go. And we make this not as dark, like 150. Okay, let's see what that looks like in game. Oh, don't do that. And yeah, we do need like a big fountain in the center, or not a fountain, but like a statue or something I think would look nice, right? So we will try and do that. Let's see what it looks like with the shadow though. I think it'll look nice, I hope. Come on. Okay. It's not bad. I think it'll look fine. Maybe make the shadow a little less dark. I'm thinking we notch it down to 100. And then make it not as thick. So let's like move it up. I might make gaps in some places. I have to look out for that. No, it seems that we're okay. But there are like weird ones. Let's delete those. All right. This is it. This is the one. And later on, I'll probably go through again on this and make like little gaps in the corners. Because, you know, like with the other fountain, there's like those gaps right up here. Like that. I think it would just look nice with those. So, yeah. I may also redo the sprite for this fountain. Because I think it's odd. The perspective of it in comparison to how this looks is kind of strange, right? So I will probably be doing that. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Got the little round bits and stuff. Nice. Sometimes it's a little weird up in here, but it's okay. I can always change it later. Cool. Now, I think we need some more decorations. Let's just work on a really simple plant. Right? So I just want like a relatively big plant. Like we have the little smaller like tray plants, but I want one that's like a bigger pot. Maybe we actually do a hexagon for this one. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Like this, right? I know the trash cans are hexagons. Let's do like orange. I feel like that's kind of like the secondary color scheme. Or maybe for this one we do brown. And we literally just copy this, move it down. Get rid of the white. Boom. I actually kind of like how that looks a little bit, so I think I'm going to stick with that. With like the little bit of a gap there. It's kind of cool. But I'll shift it down like to there. So we can do this. And then go through with our outlining. Not outlining, but like a shadow. Let's also do this. Round off the sharp tips. Let's see. Just like so. Check it out, gamers. Now the top, we will do another little smaller hexagon. Yeah. This sprite might be too big. I'm not really sure yet. We'll have to see what it's like in game. If it's too big, I can shrink it up. Not too bad. I'm just going to go ahead and save it now as just a big plant. Let's go put it in game so we can get a scale reference on this. Let's go get our sprite. It's... might be a little big. It's definitely too tall. It looks like it's like enormous. I think it would be fine if we deleted the bottom part like this. Just kept this like top bit and sort of extended it down. Right? Like that. And probably just shrank it a little bit. It's a little too big in my opinion. One more. Oh. It's pretty fricked up now, but we'll fix it. There we go. Let's see. Right there, right there. Okay, it looks fine. Let's fix these. No, that looks fine. Maybe do that up there. Maybe do the same down here. That is weird. What's wrong here? Okay, no, that's fine now. Okay, so that'll be the base of it. Sort of like that, and maybe leave a little room for a shadow. Then I would like to do like kind of a tree looking thing. It's not like an enormous tree or anything, but just something with like a little bit more heft instead of the little plants. The little plants are completely fine, but I feel like for the big area in the center, it's a good idea to have some like larger, more grand plants, right? I may actually increase the horizontal width of this to 48. It's basically a tree, I guess. Basically that. And it'll be our classic. I don't know if I want it to be more just large leaves or like bushes. I'm kind of thinking large leaves, but I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know if this is what I want or not. That looks okay, I feel like. Maybe that'll work. I'm just kind of go in, fill in some of the weird bits. This one is kind of weird. Yeah, it just like looks like a little bit of a tree, right? Which I feel like is kind of what I want. I guess I imagine like the way that they would have gotten a crop like this is from Viridian, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really like thinking too lore heavy with this stuff, but it is kind of good to sort of have it a little bit in the back of your mind of like, where does this actually come from, right? So I figured it would look sort of like a baby Viridian or baby tree of wisdom, right? All right, that's looking pretty good, honestly. Oops, let me move these down. And let's just do some shading and stuff. So, hey, what do we get here? Posture check. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Oh. It's good to get a good stretch in every once in a while. So, leaves. They're gonna have like a... Next we'll do the, you know, line that you get on these things. That's gonna be pretty straight. Something sort of like that. May extend these into the branch like that. And then darker blue color for the edges of the leaf and stuff. And almost like shading, because the top of the leaf will be bright, but I need to kind of indicate the shape in the shading. Right, because this leaf will have like a... You can think of it as like a saddle, where there's like two rounded bits, but then in the center is like a darker divot. Right? If that makes any sense. I just Starground's almost as complex as redstone. That's awesome. Basically just made the equivalent of a resistor. Oh, that's cool. How'd you do that? Because I don't even like know how you would make a resistor. See, something almost like this, and then Because that would be like the bright round spot. I guess here it would be like indented. Then same with this leaf, where it's like... like a round spot. I guess for this leaf, how the lines would work is it would be higher up because they would be obscured by the darker edge over here. Right, so like this would be here. I think that makes sense. Self.bless, thank you, thank you. Self.bless is apparently a website. Don't go there. Like same with this one, it's gonna be like pretty high up. Okay. Shading in here. I think this will look pretty good once it's done. Then we just got to do the trunk and stuff. Yeah, it's really got to be toward the top of it. Okay, I think we're really close with this. I don't know how exactly I feel about the leaves. I think they could use a little more work. I think one thing that they're kind of needing is like the line is a little too dark. I feel like especially towards the tips and stuff and the base, it should be almost like transparent, kind of like that. And I don't know if I'm really shading this right. I might have to look at some reference on how leaves actually kind of work, right? But I think it's okay for a start at least. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I use a splitter to make the items coming out of the collector half go back to itself and half going to the chest, half of the amount going into the chest. Interesting, yeah. I guess you can get some pretty advanced behavior, like, you know, just emerging from basic mechanics like that, right? Which is pretty cool. I'm gonna look at some images of like how leaves are typically shaded. Because what I feel like I kind of want is something more like this, but not that shape. I have like a specific shape in mind, right? That it goes like up and then kind of up at the end. But it's always just really tricky to shade something like that. I mean, I guess it's honestly sort of like this. Or like these Animal Crossing leaves or whatever. Let's see here. I mean, those are cool, but that's not what I'm thinking of. It's like a single individual leaf, right? I mean, like that, but it's not really, no, there's not that many good examples, I feel like, of leaves I'm thinking of. This is better. This is sort of what I'm thinking of in my head. But it's not from the right perspective. So it'd have like a divot. Go up, it'd be brightest at sort of the rim of it. So I could probably change these a little bit. So let's think of how we could do this. So first off, this one would be more like this, I think. With like a little bit more of a divot. Because that's where it like goes back in. And I guess for ones like this, if like you see the bottom, it would just be dark because it's like the shadow. I feel like that's kind of more what I'm looking for, I think. And yeah, the tip is fine. I guess in this case, given the shape of this leaf, this would be like a dark patch here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because this is going to be on the side, which is cast in shadow. And then like this will all be in shadow, right? Now this one will just be like this. Because side is cast in shadow. And then this one, fill in the bits. Side of the leaf is cast in shadow. This one I feel like needs a bit there. Okay, we're getting there. This one's tricky because it's like the back is sort of where it's cast in shadow over here. And it's also like the stem area. So I guess kind of like that. And then here, this is just a little bit of shadow. It's looking okay. Do you guys think I've made the sprites in Starground too detailed recently? Or do you think it looks nice? I don't know. It's always hard to tell because sometimes I get in this like groove of really detailed things, but then sometimes it's like I look back and I'm like, I don't know if that's too much or not, right? I feel like it's probably okay. I mean, I'm not going insane with it, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right, this looks not half bad, I'd say. I'll probably add in some like background leaves, so I'll just go in random spots and just kind of draw in some leaf-looking shapes. It just kind of helps sell the look. Like let's add one in here. Looks pretty good. Maybe on some of these I'll give a little bit of a highlight, right? Like this one, I'll just do like a little bit of a... That's about it. All right, let's hide all those and let's work on the trunk. The leaves are already very detailed on this, you know, so I don't want to go insane on the trunk and make it like super detailed like the leaves. But I'll just kind of add in like some shadow areas in a lot of regions here. And maybe just sort of toward the base, I'll give it a little bit of a highlight. So you kind of see like the makings of a trunk. But yeah, that's about it. Okay. I think that looks nice. And I could also flip this on the x-axis to randomize it a little bit, which would look good. Just go ahead and outline. There's gonna be a lot of bits in here. I'm gonna have to go through and black out. So this is just one plant. I want to do many more, ideally. I'm not exactly sure yet what other plants. Probably like a smaller one or maybe like a more bushy one, right? I don't know yet. It's always good to look at real examples of actual malls so you can kind of get an idea of like what sort of decorations like logically make sense there. Because there's a lot of this. Also, we have an ad starting 1 minute. I apologize. But there's a lot of this that's like when a player thinks of a mall, what is in their head? Like, what's their headcanon of what a mall looks like to them, right? So it's kind of important to follow that because if it looks like a mall, I feel like that gets ideas across that might not necessarily be super easy to... Like, if it looks like a mall, then they're gonna instantly know right away that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy stuff here, right? I can like, I don't know how to explain it. Explain things in a world building sense instead of like a direct, like, you know, I don't know. If that makes any sense. For this, I think I'm actually just gonna do a shadow sprite or like one of the circle ones. I can do it in here, I guess. Just because there's a lot of foliage here, so it makes sense. Okay. Big plant, you are complete. Yes, I would like to replace big plant. Hopefully it's not way too big. We'll see. Nah, I think it'll be fine. It's just going to be in this range. I think it'll look nice. Come on, let's go. Yeah. That looks pretty nice, actually. I like how that looks. And then I'll just go along and add it in. I may even do... I don't know. Maybe I should make it a scene so that I can modify it and stuff, but I feel like it's probably fine. I'm gonna add a child. This is gonna be called decorations. It's just gonna be a node 2D. Let's see, rename to... Yeah, benches is definitely like the next thing, I feel like, because benches add a lot, I think. A lot of malls have benches. That's again why I'm thinking like I just gotta look at some mall images, right? I think that would definitely help. I don't know, maybe I should make this a scene, because then I can modify the Y offset and stuff. It's probably a good idea too. I'll do that. Because this also has to be a static collider, so there's going to be a bunch of nodes involved with this actually, right? Because there's going to be a sprite, and all that business, and a collision shape. So yeah, we'll do that. Big plant. Let's add a offset. Right there, -16. Collision shape. Let's do a little circle guy. 12. Seems fine. Offset it down a little lower to 2. Okay. And then I also want to add a sprite to this to maybe make the plant sway. Maybe? I just have to see what that would look like. Let's, or did I say sprite? I meant to say, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Let's add a new material and add the wind sway. I just want to see what it would look like, honestly. Oh, I did the completely wrong thing. I'll just copy and then clear. Go to the sprite, add it there, paste. That's what it would look like with just a little bit of wind sway. I kind of like it. I know it doesn't really make sense that the pot moves, and I could just make it so the pot is a separate sprite from the tree, and that would kind of fix the issue, but I don't know. We can always do that later, right? That's the benefit of having this in a scene. I think a little bit of sway. I know it doesn't exactly make complete sense because this is inside, so there's not going to be wind, but I feel like it's kind of nice though. It just adds a little more movement. We could lower the strength, you know, to like 0.5, just so it's a very small amount. So I'm gonna save this as big plant, just in scenes. And who knows? Maybe I'll even make this a buildable plant, you know, so you can build it in your base. So let's just position these around. Figured we have like 4 around here like this. Duplicate. Man, plants definitely add a lot of life, don't they? You know? Like, just these 4 plants is like really livened up the entire area, I feel like. It's kind of crazy. Let's also add a audio player to the fountain. Of the fountain ambience. Set it to like 512 or something. Maybe not even that big. 256 should be fine. Make it like pretty quiet. I don't want it to be that loud. Let me see what volume I have for it in the fountain scene. No, 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 don't die on me. Are we okay? What's happening? Okay, that was weird. I have it just set to 0, so I guess that's what we'll do. Back to Space Hub. Alright, that should be good then. I'll say autoplay. Should be looping already. I think we need to go to the Space Hub and take a gander. I think it's time. Let's do that. Let's load up the game. Oh no! The physics shape on the fountain is bad. We'll fix that. It's fine. Ooh, my arm. Oh. God, I am really hungry, guys. My tummy is grumbling. Okay. I'm pretty excited for this new Space Hub. I think it's going to be really fun. And I want to add in like more just little fun Easter eggy kind of stuff. I have some ideas for that. So. I have some ideas for like, maybe like a second level has like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but like residential buildings, you know, where like people actually live in. I don't know if I'll actually do that. I probably won't, but you never know. Just ideas I'm throwing around. Oh yeah, I have to fix that. So ignore that. But yeah. So that's the info kiosk. This is looking pretty nice, I would say. So let's turn no clip back to false and see if it's normal. Yeah, so the collision stuff is good on the fountain. It's a little weird when we get back here. I need to just make the fountain depth way lower than everything else. So let's do that. Just make it like -5 or something. There we go, now it's not weird and broken. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. And so the thing that's fun about this is you can fish in here, right? So here, not gonna work, but if I go into here, I can actually fish. So there's no fish in here yet, but I'm gonna set up a script so it actually creates fish in here. But I do like how this Space Hub's coming along. I think it's definitely better than what we had before. If we add in like the food court stuff, I think that'd be really fun. And I like having these shops as sort of separate little things. I think the greeble looks okay on the outside. It's not perfect, but you know, I can always change stuff later if I come up with a better idea. But yeah. Plants are looking good. The depth stuff on the plant is very odd. Let me take a look at that. Oh, I think it's because I don't have Y sort on my sub-child thing. Yeah, there we go. Let me make sure behind is fine, yeah. Cool. We can go into the cargo hub. That looks good, I think. It kind of just gets the idea across of like, yeah, this is a, you know, that's where the ships come in. Cool. And yeah, there definitely needs to be like a statue or something in the center of this, I think, for sure. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, again, but I'll come up with something. Just some kind of figure. That can tie into the lore, right? Because that's like a very lore-related thing, I feel like. Yeah, I know, you said boofish. Maybe. I don't know. I will think about it, right? Because I feel like it makes sense for it to be like a guy. Like some kind of historical figure in the Starground universe, right? So that's probably what I will do. Oh yeah, I also wanted to make these plants, I'm just gonna say function ready. Here, let's see. Just gonna actually do this as main sprite. I'll say main sprite dot flip h is true. Should I do choose? I can't do choose. I wish I could just do like random range. I don't like this, but we can do 0 to 1 and then cast it as a bool. Kind of cursed, but it works. Because if the bool is just a 0 or 1, so Bluefish is a very important guy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna confer with the writing man to see, right? Because he's gonna, I'm sure, have ideas on like what that could be. But yeah, it's definitely coming along. I'm liking the look of it. It's just so much more cool. The old Space Hub's pretty boring, but this is like actually atmospheric and epic, right? Like this is a place I'd love to just hang out, you know? Fish in the fountain for a bit. Go talk to some guys and like... Feels much more like a hub instead of a random little shed. Whatever it was before, I don't know. And yeah, we'll do like the physics. I'll finally fix the weird physics garbage with all these decorations, so I'll do that. Yeah. Well, I do think there's a good stopping off point, so we are probably gonna wrap things up. But good progress, I would say, on just the decoration stuff in here, and like getting that fountain set up was very good. Yeah, I'll just keep grinding away at all this stuff. We're gonna work on more NPCs, so there's gonna be a fishing NPC and then also a probably a food guy. The food NPC will probably just be somewhere around here, maybe. Like he has like a little corner stand here. That would be cool. Actually, yeah, I would like that. So yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Am I using the same windows? Oh, that's funny. You gotta fix that. The windows inside here are gray. It's like, what? These ones. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we're close enough. I think we're ending stream. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today, everybody. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go pick somebody to raid. Who do we got? Raid. Shut up, shut up. Let's see. Pastry, JD. Dobbs is doing stuff. Adagon is working on the jam site. I've actually been wanting to look at what's up with that, so we'll play raid Adagon. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you everybody for coming to the stream. Feel free to join Discord. The Discord. I'll put sneak peeks up on that about stuff. Also, sorry, let me see. Did you read the idea about... Yeah, I was gonna reply to that. Sorry I didn't end up doing that. But I like that idea. With the little spider guy that, or whatever, that comes out from the bottom like that. I think that's fun. So I'll probably add that. But yeah. Thank you, everybody. Starground's up on Steam if you want. This update should be ready to go for February. No specific date yet, but we're still not even in the month yet, so it's okay. Yeah. Next stream will be Friday. I don't know what we'll be working on. Maybe just a mix of a lot of things. Probably... What will we be working on? Probably a little bit of fishing stuff, or just like tying some of these mechanics together, right? Because we have like the animals and the fish, but we need like to merge them in, right? Like they need to be connected somehow. So these mechanics are useless if they're weird isolated things. So that's what we'll do. But yeah. Anyways, thank you, gamers. I'll see you on Friday, 3 p.m. MST, same time as always. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Rating in 1 second. Okay. Bye-bye.